cool, very cool. Is my K-pop here? Let me see. Here, ready for the party. My girl is always ready for the party. She says, so happy to be here. Very cool. Oh, here I am. Oh my gosh. We take a minute to get on, huh? My fault. I know. It's just time flies. I was up so early.
This bra is for seniors who want to get back their youth. Lift breasts right after first wear. Breasts stay higher as if going under surgery.
Sorry. Whoopsie. Okay, hold on. Let's just do that. There we go. All better. Okay. That's so funny. Okay. Was gonna say, oh, here comes K-pop. Hold on, guys. I'm still like laughing, and my finger hurts. I burnt it already on a candle I was lighting. K-pop girl, look how pretty. Hi, girl. Let me turn up my volume on here so I can hear you. There comes our sounds. Why? Why? Well,
we'll work with it.
Okay. Yeah, I do feel like they're already here, like hanging out. Can you hear the sound?
No.
Okay. I hear it the whole time. It's crazy. But I will try to just work with it. It's weird because it didn't always do it every other time. But it sure is doing it now. Let's see.
That's weird.
You look really pretty, girl.
I got my hair done.
Aww. I got a very hot coffee, and I got it in one of my little disposable cups with the lids. It'll keep it warmer for our little live today. But no, it's way too hot right now. Let me see. I just burnt my finger on a candle. Ooh, it's still hot.
You are 4 minutes past seeing the little bunny that was just in my backyard.
No way, a little bunny?
Little
Bunnies have been
bunny.
coming up all over. Bunnies, okay, K-pop. Bunnies were coming up a little bit ago for me when I was starting to feel like this like major drive, like I was gonna jump forward, bounce forward, and then they went away. Well, like I would say honestly, today and yesterday, like bunnies have been coming up all over the place again. And I feel this major like energy again. It's weird. It's like bunnies come when I'm feeling that like boing 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 energy. That's so freaking cool. I love it. Cool. Okay. So anyways, K-pop says she can't hear this, but I hear that same noise from the other night when we were talking about Tupac. So listen for voices in it. Tell me right in the chat if you hear anything that's said. I feel like it's something that comes and goes. And it's definitely seemed to come when we're talking about Tupac with K-pop on live. I mean, I've had you on live millions of times. Remember the night we were talking about all the gods and religion and everything? And it wasn't doing it then, but it sure does it when we talk about Tupac. So, yeah, if you guys hear anything in that white noise kind of deal, kind of people the other night were saying it sounded like spirit box type stuff. Hear anything said in that, go ahead and write it in the chat. I'm going to try not to be listening to it the whole time, or else I'll be like the whole live, just listening, and that's not what we're here for. I mean, I guess in a way, but I don't know. Okay, so girl, why don't you explain a little bit what this live is going to be about today? Go for it. Oh, let's say who you are first. Who are you? I'm Kathleen Diane. This is my channel. Who are you, girl? Who are you? Why are you here? Where did you come from? Ooh, the voice got loud.
So I am Amanda, and I am a friend of Kathleen. We are here to do some digging and some growth, and just to have a good time and see what we can find out.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Um, yeah. And so, what do you say about starting off with a little bit of poetry from Tupac's book of poetry, "The Rose That Grew from Concrete"? That noise is so loud. You swear you can't hear it, K-pop?
No.
Doesn't do it all the time. That's so weird. Okay, well, I'm curious as other people come in if they can hear it too. Weird. And you're not using like some microphone or anything different from the other
Mm-mm.
nights when you were on?
Mm-mm.
Because we were on
Mm-mm.
for hours the other night and it wasn't doing it. Okay.
Nope.
All right. We'll take it.
This is weird.
Okay. So, anybody in the chat, or let's see if anybody in the chat is, this is a book of poetry that Tupac wrote. Again, it's called "The Rose That Grew from Concrete," and it's really neat. It's a whole bunch of poems that he wrote, a whole bunch of poetry, and now it has it handwritten, each poem. That noise is so loud. It's so weird. But we have on one side of a one page, it's his poems he wrote in his handwriting. There's even like words crossed out, things, written different, written over, just like, he wrote them. Okay. And then on the other side, there's the same thing he wrote but printed out. Okay. So it's very cool, a very cool book. K-pop here. Talk K-pop real quick. You're frozen. Uh-oh. I have to go out and right back in for 1 second because I think you disconnected for 1 second, and if you do, it messes up the sound for me. So let me go out and in 1 second. Stay right here, guys. Uh-oh. K-pop. K-pop? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to. Oh, there you are. Say something now. Hi, Melissa from New Zealand. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you. K-pop, say something. She keeps freezing. Hmm. Hmm. Hi, True Blue. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome back. Good to see you. I have K-pop on here with me, but it looks like she's freezing a little bit. K-pop, you're freezing pretty bad, girly. Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now talk. Oh, now talk. Why can't I
Can you
hear
hear
you?
me?
Maybe you guys can hear her, but I can't. So don't go anywhere. I gotta go out and in
Hold on.
really
Let me.
fast. 1 second, guys. Stay here.
Okay.
These are always so fun. Say something? K-pop. I can hear you, but you're frozen. Okay, talk. Yes, it's a little bit quiet, but
So I can finally see you and I can hear you, but you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Hold on.
This is so
Hold on.
weird. Like, we have so many issues. I swear. The joys of YouTube Lives. Now I'm echoing. Echo,
Okay,
echo,
I can.
echo.
You're moving now. Okay, can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Okay,
Am
perfect.
I frozen?
Move yourself. Let me see. Okay, I can see you.
Okay. Um, People in the chat, can you hear and see both of us? And also the weird noise that comes in. I don't think I got my end of the month spark reading. Oh, that was only if you came in during those lives. Yeah. It wasn't like where like I was going to keep track of them. It was only if somebody came in during those lives before the month ended. Okay. But what's going on? But I will be
It was a bee. It was
Oh,
a
a bee.
bee.
Oh, they scare me. They scare me too. It was. What was I gonna say?
Ooh.
Oh, but for personal readings and stuff, I am gonna be on Sunday, and I do it differently these days. Um, donations and stuff do go first, but it's not the same as before. So a lot more people get to get free readings on those Sundays. So come in on Sunday, okay, girl? And I am echoing. Yes, yes. Yes, I remember you, Leon. I totally remember you. Nice to have you back. I love seeing people back. I love it, love it, love it. And Andrew, welcome. Anybody here who it has not liked, please like and very much please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. We're going to get this going in 1 second. How is sound and picture for all you guys in the chat? Because I hear echoes. Kpop, say something.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Okay, I heard it. Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. You guys, I just want you guys to let us know how the sound and picture is going, and then we will get on with this. There's an echo and static. Great. Okay, hold on. Let me go out and in. Okay, that fixes things a lot of the time, so stay put.
Kathleen. She's a glutton for punishment, guys. She's. There's an echo and static. True Blue says.
Kpop, say something. Ah, dang it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just quiet. And I hear myself echoing. I just want it to sound okay for people watching. So you're on your phone.
Do you want me to leave and then come back?
Yes,
See if that...
you leave and come back. Let's both leave and come back. Okay?
No.
Just you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just me.
Okay, you leave and come back. I'll stay.
Don't make it more complicated.
Let's turn off our phones and turn them back on and come back. Everybody in the chat, leave and come back. Everybody. Let's all quit YouTube and then recreate our channels. Okay. Hi, Ethereal. Hi, girl. We are, the joys of YouTube live streams, right? We're trying to get this started. We're going to read a little bit of poetry from Tupac's book first, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. When she's not on here, I don't hear echoing anymore, right? So it must be something on her side. So hopefully when she comes back on, it's good, okay? It's good, so good to see you, girl. So good to see you. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Please sound right. She's coming on. Yeah, always tech issues. Always.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Barely. But it works. I can hear you good enough. How does it sound to everybody else right now? Talk, Kpop? Talk.
Hello.
Okay,
Everybody.
can you hear both of us, guys? That's better? Okay. You're very quiet to me, Kpop. I bet everybody else can hear you. You're quiet to me, but I probably shouldn't mess with it. So if you're talking Kpop and I'm not paying attention, like, I don't know, raise your hand or something and get my attention, okay? And I'll be like, oh. Talk?
Swedish. Hello? Can you hear me?
A little bit. Dang it! Would you guys be horribly mad if I go out and in? Because I know with Watson, when he's on with me, I know maybe it's fine for you guys, but when I can't hear, like I'm gonna have to be doing like, what Kpop would you say? When I'm having to do that with Watson,
Okay.
I go
Try
back
it.
out and in real quick, and it's perfect. Okay?
Okay, let's
I
try it.
know.
Let's try
Okay,
it.
but I can't hear her. So, one more sec. We got this, guys. We got this. Yes, Ethereal Moonlight.
Say it a yes. Oh my goodness. Say the yes, I am.
K-pop?
Yes.
You're nice and loud for me now. How
Perfect.
how does it sound? Very nice. Is it good enough, guys, out there for both of us? All right. Let us know in the chat if it's weird.
Oh, there's the bunny. The bunny. The
What?
bunny.
Another bunny? Ethereal Moonlight. Oh,
Another bunny.
outside? Show us.
Outside. Hold on. I don't know if I can. How do I do this? Flip. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Where's the bunny?
Can you see it?
What color? Is it black?
A little gray. It's like a little gray one. Yeah.
It's so cool. Ethereal Moonlight. While we're looking for the bunny, a little bit ago.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I saw it back there. I saw it. Like to the left, middle, left. Ethereal Moonlight girl, like a couple weeks ago when I was feeling like major like pump up energy, I kept seeing bunnies everywhere, and I even made a short about it, right? Bunnies, and people were talking about bunnies, 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 bunnies. And then I've been feeling really like in this like sadness and kind of like ness, and like it's okay though because like I like honor those times and stuff, right? And anyways, but like especially this morning and like maybe last night, but especially this morning, I was starting to feel in this more like pumped up, like, okay, let's do this kind of energy again. And what do you know? Bunnies are popping up everywhere again for me. And I get on here and Kpop's talking about bunnies, and there's a bunny in her yard, and I love the universe. Yes, yes, yes. And it's like major boom, boom, like jumps forward and stuff. And I feel that in the energy. Yep, girl. Oh yeah. Maybe it's
Oh, yeah,
coffee, but huh?
we have like a whole little family, and we have like a whole little family in our backyard. They're like the
Ooh,
cutest little things.
that's so
They're
freaking
so cute.
cool. I want bunnies
It's
like
adorable.
that.
It's just eating on the grass.
I love that. I love that. My doggie would be so good with bunnies too. She's LGD, livestock guardian dog. So she's so gentle with like baby things, baby kittens, everything. And she would go crazy
Oh.
over bunnies. I remember the turtle I had for a while till something happened to him. The turtle was like her best friend. She loved that turtle. The turtle liked to burrow like way inside the ground, and I couldn't tell where she was or he was it. I think I said she was a she. I couldn't tell where she was. Well, I go out there and I'd be like, Chai, where's Turtle? Where's Turtle? And Chai would be like, and then she would like not stop until she would like gently dig into the ground and would not stop until until I found her, like. And then she'd
Oh.
lots of times later when she'd burrow like in the ground, she would just lay right where she was at. She loved her so much.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, she'd be sweet with bunnies. I know, me too. I want to get
Oh.
another turtle like that. Oh, that one I just found, and somebody said there was probably something like wrong. It with it just as it was already. It was probably like sick or getting there or whatever, and because it was just different. It was like behaving a little different than normal. So she was probably already on her way, but still, it was sad. But it was still neat to have her for the time we did. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start this off. I'm Kathleen Diane. This is Kpop. And we so you have been Kpop had been having how did Tupac come up with us recently? What did it all start with the
Well,
song you sang, or was it before that? Like, when did the whole Tupac and messages from him, dreams, everything start
it
coming?
was it was a little bit before that for me because I've always felt this like weird like connect. Um, so then I met you, and I was like, let me look a little bit into this,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, then everything was like boom.
Like it made sense to like ask me to read for him for you,
Yeah,
and we did. And here's the
yeah.
thing, guys. I knew nothing about Tupac, but I just don't know about things about artists, and so I just don't know anything about them besides their songs usually. And all I knew of Tupac was like one or two songs that I really liked, and so then I had this vision of who he was as a person, which is just like basically that how do you want it? How do you feel? That song. Basically, that was Tupac to me. And so that's how I saw Tupac. Okay. That's it. Like partying it up and all that. That's all I saw. That's all I know. And anyways, so K-pop was asking me to like read, kind of like see if I could channel messages from him when I was doing tarot readings one day. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I'll try, girl, I'll try. And then the stuff that was coming through, I'm like, you could even go back and watch that one. I'm just like, girl, like, I'm sorry, like, this does not seem right. I was oh man, stop my coffee. I was hearing stuff like I was getting like mentor type energy from him, like wanting to help people, wanting to help like young men, just really respectful, just a lot of like mentor type wanting to do good for people or the world or help energy. And I'm like, this is
Mhm.
what I'm feeling. And I'm just like, it's I know this is not Tupac, but that's what I'm feeling. And anyways, later she let me know that no, that's a big part of him. And she sent me a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh wow. Well, also another thing was that during that reading, remember I was seeing like him with like a patch like on his left eye, and my left eye was messing with me the whole time, everything. Well, I'm like, did he wear a patch or something? She's like, no. Well, later she found a video where he wasn't wearing a patch, but he did have a patch right above his left eye. And another thing was I also had no clue about anything he thought, anything like that. I was getting messages of him like being kind of like into like spiritual stuff. And also I heard him like specifically say, only God can judge me. Is that what I said? Only, right? Something like that. And I also thought that, I'm like, I'm sorry, it's probably not Tupac because it didn't seem like Tupac to me. And she sent me a video too of like, doesn't he have a song or something called that exact thing? Or he said that. There was
Yep.
something like that. Tell me, what was it?
If that's the name of the song,
Okay.
if that's the name.
Okay. Yeah. See, and I didn't know any of that. So it was really interesting. So then I felt like we did a couple readings like that, and I felt like he was like his energy was like hanging around me, kind of like right up here or something. And I even had a dream about him that he was there and trying to tell me something, but I woke up from it and I couldn't like get it or remember the message. And so I did a reading for myself from him, like, well, are you trying to tell me something? And he told me some stuff that day. And the main gist of the message was he was telling me that I need to realize my value and move like that. And he called me lady or something in it, or little lady or something. And same thing. I looked that up, and that's how he referred to women a lot of the time. It was like this really like respectful way of like talking and seeing women. Um, so anyways, yeah, so he's just been kind of like in and out, right, of everything we've been doing and talking about.
Yep.
Why don't you say a little bit about it, Kpop, what's been going on, and then we're going to read
And you
this
remember,
poetry book here.
the night after you told me about that dream, I was at work and then I had that experience with that lady.
Heck
Remember?
yeah! Listen to this. Listen, say it.
You want me to tell? Okay. So, what are the odds? Because he has, and Kathleen can tell you, he has like a very specific last name. It's not common. It is not a common last name. It's not a name that you're gonna hear. Just
All the time,
random.
like
It's not.
or
It's not.
Jones
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, yeah. So I was at work one day and I was checking this elderly lady out one time, and someone told me, like, ask her name. And I was like, okay. So I asked her name, and she goes, you can call me Miss Shakur.
Mm.
And I was like,
Okay. And it was right during the time we're talking about all this stuff, channeling all this stuff from him. And then the other thing with your work, when that was all going on, you went in early one day when you never go in early. Remember that?
oh my God, you're not going to believe what just flew by me, a butterfly.
Oh, oh,
Oh, it's coming back.
oh. Oh my gosh. I love that. Butterfly, yes. I feel like butterflies a lot of the time are, gosh, that's I feel like the things that people come through the most, like spirits and energy come through the most, and hummingbirds to like visit us. But another thing that happened was right during that time, she never goes in early to work, and she went in early one day and wasn't your second customer of the day, like
Yeah,
wearing
very
a
second
shirt,
one.
a t-shirt, right?
Very
With
second one.
Tupac
Very
on it.
second one.
Mm-hmm.
Very
So
second one.
just interesting stuff. And I know, right? Yeah. So anyways, okay. And then the other night when she sent me this book and I started reading from it, and this like white noise thing, which has happened every once in a while with Kpop and I, but we've also been live together several times for a very long time when it didn't do it at all. Okay. And this time
Right.
in that noise, it was like getting really loud on specific points, and people in the chat were hearing things. I mean, I was like trying, but people in the chat were like, what did they hear? Like, I don't remember, but they said it was
All
like a
kinds of
conversation and like letting us
all
know
kinds
stuff.
of
Yeah.
all kinds
Everybody
of
was like,
random
whoa,
stuff. It was
whoa.
very
And yeah,
random.
yeah. I remember when my brother was doing stuff, him and his fiance were doing stuff with like spirits and stuff before. They had this thing they were using, and it's like where certain parts around like like noises would come through, and it would like kind of translate it or like pull words from it.
Yep.
And it reminded me of all that. Anyways, we're gonna start with some of the poetry, okay? So,
Yes.
let's
Yes.
see. Yeah. So, what we were doing the other night, it was kind of fun. We were seeing if anybody in the chat wanted to pick a page number, and I'll go to that page number and I'll read that poem, okay? And maybe it's a specific message that Tupac here wants you to hear, okay? So, somebody in the chat, why don't you pick a page number? I think the pages go up to, let's see, like 140 something, 150, something like that. So pick a page number between, somewhere in between there. Yeah, page 19 for Melissa. Look at Melissa put those pretty blue butterflies. I love those. Okay, page 19. Let's see. Yeah, I
You
have
know what?
no clue he wrote poetry either. Oh my goodness.
Not to interrupt, but you know what we should do? We
What?
should start marking we should start marking the pages we've read so that we don't read the same ones over again.
I was just thinking that, and I don't care. I
Are
don't
you
care
okay?
because maybe everybody wasn't here all the times, so maybe
Cool.
it's something for a person here to hear that time, or maybe we need to hear the same one again. So yeah, I was thinking that, but then I decided, nah, yeah. I know. Eventually, we'll get them all covered, though. Okay. I love it. Like I said, it's all handwritten by him here, and then typed up on that side. Pretty dang cool, huh? Look at his handwriting. So cool. Okay, so this one's called "Only for the Righteous." Okay, so let's read it. Let's see what we got. It says, "Only for the righteous. I'm down with strictly dope, so that means I'm more than you can handle. Hot, I'm hotter than the wax from a candle. Him, that's rock. He's my microphone companion. Lyrics, full of knowledge, truth, and understanding. Hobbies, rapping is my only recreation. Retire, you must be on some kind of medication. Why? Because I'll never loosen up my mic grip. Drugs, never, because I'm living on the right tip. Sex, only with my girl because I love her. Babies, impossible. I always use a rubber. Bored. This is a little different than the other ones so far. Okay. Melissa, great page number. Okay. Babies, possible because I always use rubber. Okay. Bored, rarely because I'm keeping myself busy. Scratch, nah, I leave the cutting up to Dizzy. Dizzy, yeah, that's my DJ. He's the greatest. Word, nah, he's paying me to say this. The mind is something that I cultivate and treasure. Thanks, you're welcome, and besides, it was my pleasure. Well, that was a little different, but still cool. Okay, let's do another one. Kpop, pick a number.
Let's do.
Actually, I accidentally flipped to this page,
Let's
and I
do.
want to read this one because it got
Okay,
my
go ahead.
attention. It's called Untitled. Ooh, and it got my attention. So now I gotta read it, just like tarot cards. If I accidentally see one, well, then there's a message. Okay. Untitled. It says, "Please wake me when I'm free. I cannot bear captivity. Where my culture, I'm told, holds no significance, I'll wither and die in ignorance. But my inner eye can see a race who reigned as kings in another place. The green of trees were rich and full, and every man spoke of beautiful. Men and women together as equals, war was gone because all was peaceful. But now, like a nightmare, I wake to see that I live like a prisoner of poverty. Please wake me when I'm free. I cannot bear captivity, for I would rather be stricken blind than to live without expression of mind." That's a cool one. Very cool.
That's actually so. That's actually so beautiful. That's actually so beautiful. I really like that one.
Me too. That I feel like that one is very much no wonder you connect with them. I feel like well, I feel like in ways I'm starting to see connections between me and him too, but I feel like I see a connection between you and him like in a major way. And that poem really like I don't know, I feel that with that poem a lot too. Okay, girl, go ahead and pick a number. I won't
I don't know
flip
why.
pages again.
I don't know why, but two came to mind.
You. Okay.
72
Oh,
and 138.
okay, let's try 172. Okay, so 72 is going to be with 73, and it's called Wife for Life. Wife for Life. Maybe this is a special message for you. It says, "I hope you heard me when I asked you that night to be my wife, not for this year or next, but mine for all your life. To accept me when I sin and understand me when I fall, not to mention standing in the rain, which comes down as hard as hell. And understand me when I fell, not to mention standing in the rain, which comes down as hard as hell. I am not the best of men, my faults could scare the night, but my heart is always pure to you, to my wife for life." That's really pretty. And it says dedicated to April.
That's
You
so
know,
pretty.
yeah, that's
Oh,
like something I could see Kai like saying to you, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
I just very much felt that when I was reading it. That's very pretty. I know, huh? And what was the other one,
And,
Kpop girl? And then we'll try to like.
and I also think, in a way, it also really connects to that the masculine energy and the fact that of how much men do need that, feminine support and that feminine love,
Mm-hmm.
through those times. The other one was 138.
138. Okay, let's see. This is, well, look how pretty. It's called The Promise. Look how pretty. The Promise,
Aww.
how he drew that. Isn't that pretty? I love that.
Aww.
So pretty. This is something I would have done with. It's really, really pretty. Okay, it says, The Promise. I will give you liberty, but first give me your spirit. This I must confiscate because the evil fear it. I too would be afraid of passion governed by reason, an open mind to trying times when corruption is in season. The promise that they claim to be completely true is hypocrisy at its finest, a trick to silence you. Never will I believe a promise from the masters of the art. Trickery does not succeed with those with honest hearts. That's a heck of a pretty one. Wow,
And
how
it's
pretty
also
that one
very
is.
deep. It's also very deep. It's also very deep if you think about it, because you know, basically what he's talking about is, I guess, those people that walk into things very like pure hearted and very like innocent,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kind of get bound up by like the snakes and the webs and um the toxicity, like he said, of and it takes their innocence, from
Mm-hmm.
them. So it's
Yeah.
sad, but it's beautiful. It's sad, but it's beautiful.
And like tricking, it can also be like those in power and stuff too, like tricking um people into like a vision of um oh, it reminds me of that one quote about, they sold me this, but this is what I got instead, like selling you a dream, but then you get this instead. It kind of gives me those vibes. And like, you could go with people in power or
Kathleen,
relationships or
Kathleen,
whatever,
Kathleen.
but just for it is like trickery.
I
Hmm?
can't
What is
move.
it?
Guess what? Guess what just flew up?
The butterfly,
A
hummingbird,
bird, a bluebird, a bluebird, a
bluebird.
bluebird, and it's right on the table next to me.
Oh my gosh.
Can't move. I can't move.
Oh
Can't
my
move. I'm
gosh.
afraid to startle it.
Aww.
It's so cute.
All the things, the
Okay,
bunnies, the bluebird,
he flew
butterfly,
away.
those things are all like special in that way. Very pretty. Okay, well, girls, so do we want to see what we can read more poetry in a little bit, Kay? But for
Yeah,
now, I don't know. I guess let's talk to me. What do we want
let's
to see?
get
What are
to
we
it.
gonna do
Let's
here?
get to it. Who do you feel called to talk to first?
Tupac, but then I did feel like Biggie. Also, I did. Um, I felt Tupac. It was weird. It was weird, but I don't know, when I burned my finger on the candle, I was like, "Ow!" And like my eyes just fell right on the book, and I just almost felt like a I'm here thing. And then I don't know if you heard that commercial like play earlier. It was kind of like a joke, kind of in a way. It came through to me, and I felt like it was kind of like his like Biggie's presence. I don't know, just those two things kind of like I felt that to me as I was even getting ready for this. I felt um I don't know, because I feel like I'm like, what? I don't know what's gonna come through. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know anything, but I felt like kind of like presence of just don't worry. It's not about trying. It's just and so I already
Just
felt it,
doing.
but I felt I did feel during those two specific things kind of like I don't know, kind of like confirmation. But we can go back and forth or however or whatever we want to do. I don't know. Let's see, girl. Let's go for it. How about anybody? K-pop, Melissa, anybody? I know you're hearing that now, huh? When we're starting to talk about the channeling. See, that's what was happening the other day when we were reading, right after we were done, huh? Reading from his poetry. That started coming up a
Yes.
lot. That like staticky white noise thing. And the thing is, like I said, K-pop has been on live with me a million times. And yes, sometimes there's some staticky or some robot-y noise or this or that. But it's never so like it doesn't seem like it's ever so like prominent. And it's until this. And also there's been times where there's none of that for like hours that we're on live together and stuff. So it's very interesting. And people felt like they heard like a conversation between people the other day, and they felt like multiple people felt like they were hearing like the same little phrases and words and stuff. What's that?
Okay, well let's
Wait,
get started.
no. Did you hear that? You can't hear this, K-pop. Did you hear that, Melissa? It was singing. It was singing, K-pop. It was. It was singing, like guy voice singing. I swear. Did you hear it? Melissa heard. Oh my God, Rick, Rick. Oh my God, K-pop! You have to watch this later. It's a guy voice. I don't know what the words are. Can you understand the words, Melissa? K-pop. Oh, girl, I'm not kidding. It was singing. It was like where the wind goes, something. I don't know what the words were. Could you understand it, Melissa? OMG, K-pop.
Melissa, what were the words?
OMG, you have to go back and listen, girl. What is the time? We need to screenshot the time somehow, right? Or something.
28:52.
So 28 minutes into it?
28:52.
Okay, remember that, girl. Remember that 28:28. Just like a month long, we'll say. A little bit before a month long.
Melissa, what were the words?
Whoa, girl, I'm not kidding. It was a guy voice singing. OMG. I'm going to go back too. Okay, for now, though, let's continue on. So if at any point
Okay.
I go like this, K-pop, then that means something very, like, I can't ignore is, like, happening. And I want
Okay.
to... Okay. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, that was crazy. People from the other night that was like really neat because they were hearing like it was like a conversation between people, and it all came. We were using a little candle. It all came out to it being like Tupac and Biggie, da da da. But there was no singing like that the other night. OMG. Okay. I feel
Okay.
like through static is a way people can come through. Something through electricity or energy or radio waves or something. When oh my gosh, I have so many stories too. I'm not going to get into them, but I've had like radio signals just like stop or glitchy or get staticky or go away. It's like I feel like they can communicate through that. It's really interesting.
And
Okay.
not to sidetrack, but I think also one day we should do Freddie Mercury.
Who? Oh, from is that the Queen guy? Okay, see, I didn't even know what his name was before you told me. He's another one. I don't know anything about any artists, but definitely, we definitely will. Okay, girl. Okay,
Okay.
but and I
Do you
don't
want to get
clear
started?
energy with sage, but I remember the other night I'm like, I don't clear energy, but I do clear to like to not, because I don't want to mix like his in, now that he's come to mind, but or like in between readings I do clear, but I was just thinking about that later, and I just wanted anybody who heard that when I said that to know that, like, I guess I just don't necessarily do like, oh, I got a sage. It's more like energy wise, you'll see me do things. If anything, I might have selenite. I have sage. I have like Palo Santo, da 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 sometimes. But in general, I feel like I'm very good at just I clear, or you'll see me sometimes I'll blow like that. It clears energy. So I just wanted to kind of take that back a little bit. It's not that I don't clear, I do. It's just I don't necessarily need certain tools as I do. Okay. Disclaimer. Okay, what do we want to that was really cool. Okay. All right, let's just go. You help me here and I'll
Yeah. We'll start with Tupac.
do you want to like ask something? You want to just what, or just what do I just, what do you want to say? Like what do you want? Help me.
So,
You want me to ask
well,
what
I
he was
guess
singing?
no. I guess I can start with some questions. Did
Okay.
you write your own questions down?
I wrote no questions. Nope.
Okay. Do you have questions? Do you want to ask too?
Maybe along the way.
Okay. Okay. Um, First off, I think we all should just, thank him for his time and, um, you know, just coming to communicate.
Yes. Yes, he's got that.
Okay. Um, I want to start off by, I guess, asking about a few of the people in his life and on his life path. I'm curious about because I've always had certain feelings about. Um, and one of them is actually one I kind of brought to your attention the other night, which is Suge. I probably don't even need to say the last name. He probably knows immediately who that is. I'm curious if um, was he one of the ones that was put on his path that kind of took him off of the path he was intended to stay on for spirituality purposes.
I keep burping. It's like energy. Okay, hold on. Okay, so give me a moment. Okay. Hold on. It's like like uh it's like the people we come across here are like I see like road signs or stoplights or like signs that say this way or slow down or stop or 65 miles an hour instead of 15 or different things. It's like
Mm-hmm.
road signs
Mm-hmm.
and stoplights and stuff. And people are like that. And the people we come across. Hold on. Hold on. If I start thinking about it, then it messes me up. So I gotta like not. I have to like not think. It's more about hearing. So hold on. really weird. Like my lip, I feel something here, and it's just I really see his lip like right there, and it's weird. I know it sounds stupid, but it's just I'm sorry. I just have to say it. Okay, it feels like big or something like right there, and it's just I see his lip right there. Okay. Anyways, hold on. Don't laugh. I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, so like people are like the people we come across, the people we meet in life are like, they're like road signs, like signal lights, and like out on the road of life, they're like signaling us, to speed up, to slow down, to like go in different this direction, that direction. But the thing is, we where we get to, our destination that we get to is I feel like really is like the destination like we're meant to get to, and the way that we arrive there is guided by the people that we come across. Um, Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. Ask more about that. Ask me more about that again.
Like, I feel like obviously what's meant to happen is going to happen, but I feel like he was one of the ones that was put in his path that took him off of the better path and put him on the path of his own destruction.
I hear the people that related to him, people, a lot of the people that, okay, hold on. Like a lot of people, like he's saying, like a lot of the people that I touched, are people that if I was on this path over here, they wouldn't have related to me how they did.
That's true.
And like I said, like I was meant to touch like the hearts of like those that like I touched, and if I hadn't, okay, and if I like hadn't followed the path I did, or went down the path I did, all the past ways I did, like my messages wouldn't have reached the ones they were meant to
As many.
reach.
Right.
So like I'm getting like energy from them that like it could look like it could look like he like let him off path. Wait, did you hear that? Is anybody else watching? It was so loud, K-pop, and it was talking. It wasn't singing this time. Oh my gosh, I got chills. Did
What did it
anybody
say?
else hear that? Oh, I called you hun. Why did I call you hun? I don't say hun to people. I was gonna say, oh hun, hun. I don't say hun. Did he say hun to people? I didn't. I don't call you hun. Oh my gosh, that's really weird. It was like like that K-pop, like really loud and clear. It's like trying to say something, but you don't know how to speak all the way, is what it sounds like it's coming across as. Like energy, trying to put it in earthly words or something. Did anybody hear that? You have to go. Can you write down this time? we need to write down these times. The first one was 28. Oh, where are we gonna write? What am I gonna write on?
20, 28:52.
And what was this one?
40:32.
Okay, you got to listen to this too. Okay, we'll go back and listen to them. OMG. People would have freaked out if there were people watching during that part.
Well,
It was
to go back to this, he was quoted as saying, and I don't know how accurate this is because, it's been a minute, but he was quoted as saying, you have to enter someone's world to lead them out. Is that basically what he's saying that way?
you have to enter someone's world to lead them out.
Yes.
I feel like it's not the particular people, not like that particular person, but yes, in the way of going into the world of the people that he touched. Yeah, like it's like mentor type stuff. Someone to be a like a good mentor, it's like, are you going to come from this perfect life and perfect family? Probably not. They probably went through hard stuff or similar things, and that's why they can like truly understand and relate to the other people. I feel like he wasn't his messages, I'm sure reached like a lot of people, right? But I feel like he was like born into the life he was born into, with the situation he was born into, the people that he came across at different points and everything. Because yes, there was a certain, this more like a certain group or type or people feeling a certain way that needed those messages, that won't hear them or receive them from, if he had maybe been on this certain way the entire time. It's like anything that looks like going off the path or off a certain better path, through going there, it's like going into their world, kind of through being in that world, because even, I mean, I don't know this, but I guess like even on, in that world, it was still very much out there, like his messages, what he was bringing to the whole world and everything. And so him going off into those worlds brought the messages and what he was bringing to the world to people that would not have otherwise heard them or received them. Not just heard them, but received them, because it depends who stuff is coming from. Like, like for example, like say, okay, say somebody was a gambler and now they're not, and they're trying to like help people in regards to like gambling addiction. Okay, and so say there's people who look up to that person for it, and they're kind of like, they see him as kind of like a mentor for it. It's not quite the same if they once had a problem with gambling and now everything's fine. But if they see that person still in those ways, or maybe going off in that path later or something, it's almost like, I think I even shared this kind of story once, that it's almost more inspiring, because it makes them like more like them, like, instead of like this person that's so different from them, because they were maybe in this and then now are like this. Ooh, great. Which means a lot to a lot of people, but some people, seeing, like, I don't even know what kind of path all he went off into, or what more stuff the guy, like, kind of being around him led, or had, kind of like made him more involved with or whatever. But I feel like I feel very much like he doesn't feel that uh like no, just that any way he went, he was meant to go, and any people he met or came across or got involved in that led him there were meant to be, were meant to happen. What is it? What is it, Kpop? What?
A cat. A cat. A cat
Oh my gosh.
just comes strolling up.
My head is hurting in the best way today. I love this.
What the heck?
This is really cool.
A little black and white cat.
I love that. You know what? When you were talking about the bunny earlier, I pictured a black and white bunny, but it wasn't. It was gray. Gray. And then it's a black and white cat, and like I kind of like felt when I thought the bunny was black and white, like a messages of like how like you know how he was, like I said, just after, learning more that he was this, but also still that, like
That, yeah.
uh um I just felt something about that with the black and white, and then the bunny's actually gray, and then the kitten's black and white. I just feel like it's especially with what you're asking about too. It's hold on. It's like it's like if you're only black. What? What?
Look at the comments. Look at the comments. Look at the comments.
Oh, really? Did you hear the last voice thing? The one that was really loud. It was like loud, like that singing thing, but talking, like super loud and slow. It was at, we think it was around maybe 39 minutes or so into it, something like that. We didn't catch it right on it, but it was so loud and slow. It was like, it was something really slow. I was like, OMG. Like, it was just a few minutes ago, but it was so loud and clear, and it wasn't singing. It was like talking, but loud and slow. It feels like energy from to me it feels like energy from like the spirit world trying to come through, like through these like radio waves or sound waves or whatever the heck it is, like into a human voice, and it's hard. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. But see, girl, I feel like he was saying that, if you're only in this just the black and the white and the gray, it really is just because it describes it perfectly. So if you're only in this, like, picture something black, if you're only in this black, and I'm not saying anything about colors or races or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, okay. So if you're only in this like black, it's like you're only going to touch these people. If you're only in this white way, you're only going to touch these people. If you started in black and moved to white, you're only going to touch these people still, or this way than that way. But if you're like in the gray, where you're all of it, at the same time, like you touch everyone. Okay. And I feel like any people, what he was saying was any people that he got involved with, any ways he was or things he did or paths he went off on, they weren't like leading him astray. It wasn't like, he's off his good path. It's like
it was all
it
part
was
of
the
his
perfect
purpose.
path. Yeah, like his goal.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he said like my goal was not to do like go the furthest he could for himself or be the best he could for himself. His goal was to help like as many people, to touch the hearts of as many people as he could, and that's the way that he could do it the most. Love you.
No,
love
I definitely I definitely believe that there's no such thing as accidents and stuff like that. I was just curious, like, his perspective on what a lot of people suspect of Suge being responsible for being the one, well, I should say one of the ones for being responsible for. So to give some background on why I'm asking this question, because I realize you might not, know all the information and whatnot. So basically, Suge was the one that was kind of flaming the hatred between him and Biggie, and he was the one that was kind of egging on them starting that feud, um, and kind of flaming that misunderstanding and causing what was already a hurtful situation to be even more so.
I feel like he's saying like I don't know. I feel like he's saying like nah, like nah, man. It's not like that. Like yeah, there's like I feel like yeah, like here there's you know like here you could he gets like seeing it that way, and he gets um
People thinking that.
like disappointment and like feeling like betrayed or feeling like like blame or like they're the cause or like that kind of all that kind of energy, um but it's not like that like outside of this. It's
Right.
it's okay. Me stepping in for sure here. This is just me like I feel like we're at a play and we're actors. Like you're watching a play and you're all having lunch before you go and do the play, and now you're all at dinner afterwards. What are you going to say about the person? What's this actor person, after the play's done, going to say about that person who did something in the play? Like, yeah, like in the play, they played that part and maybe they did that, but there's nothing like held on to, like no anger, no hate, no
Right.
like those kind of feelings. Like
They're not
I
existent anymore.
yeah, like in the play, they were very everybody was in their role, and that was felt, and he could like look back
Mhm.
on it and he can understand you know that, but uh um it's like above that, he said. It's like you got to look at things like from above that, like you're watching it and you're seeing it play out the way it's supposed to. And so yeah, it's like that here, but it's not like that. It's above that. um
Oh.
Wait. Talking again. Did any I don't think anybody's on to hear it again. Talking again, very clear. Tell me the time, K-pop.
54:30.
Gosh darn it, I wish I could understand. I wish I could understand.
Did you think?
Girl, you're gonna go crazy when you hear all this. You're gonna
What did
go.
you hear?
It's so hard to hear. It's like I'm just gonna. It's something like it's like. And then it's like that. It's like somebody talking, and it's like through something and slow, and it's like I can't hear that. It's not defined. It's like,
Oh.
girl, you're gonna freak out when you go back and hear it.
Ooh.
I wish some of the people from the other night were on right now because I felt like they could hear it good. And I could hear it really good, but it's just I can't like get what is being like said. OMG, girl, you're gonna have to listen and you're gonna go crazy.
For real.
Hold on, let me ask him. What were you trying to say? Okay, he's just saying like I'm just trying to get like my point across. Like I'm just trying to get like you all to understand that I don't know why I say like my pain on earth is no longer my pain
I love that. I love
here.
that. And I think a lot of people will be, at peace knowing that. Um, this leads to my next question. Um, is there any lessons that you feel like what were your biggest lessons that you feel like you learned in your life as Tupac?
What were your biggest? Hold on. Like, one of the biggest things I feel like I hear him saying, like, you, like, like what you, it's about what you make of life. Like, comparing, like it's no excuse what you are like what you're dealt, like the hand you're dealt is like no excuse
Mm-hmm.
to not make something of your life. Like look at me, look at me, look at like the cards I was dealt, look at the hand I was dealt.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm getting chills, and look what I
Oh, this is gonna tie so well in with my next question.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just it's like, but we'll make of life what we will. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it doesn't make sense the end of the phrase to me, but that's what I keep like we make of life what we will. But it's like energy of uh like it's not easy, it's not fair, but like you can either like you can be like you can be like a victim like of your circumstances, um or you can like take life in your own hands, and build something, like create something great out of it. I think that's like his biggest. Well, I heard, can't make out what he's saying. I hear a woman. Yes, I heard a woman's voice too. I heard a woman's voice too. I did.
Okay.
I did too.
So his
Yep.
mother actually passed away. Do you guys feel like it's his mom? Because they were very close, and from what I gather, they would also be together. You know.
What is that? Is there some weird thing going like that K-pop where you're at, or is that in the
It's
noises?
yeah. It's a lawnmower. It's a lawnmower.
Okay, okay. I was like, what is that? It sounds like some like pterodactyl. Like we have a pterodactyl energy coming in now.
Okay. You're gonna love this question. You're gonna absolutely love this question, and it's gonna tie into this. So, his biological father was never really involved with it. It's kind of like a two-part question. His biological father was never really involved in his life,
Uh huh.
and most of the quote unquote men that raised him, that helped raise him, were like pimps and gangsters and this and that and the other. But his mom was very heavily involved in his life, and she was very big on him being committed to his education and very big on him investing in his education and such. Um, this is my two parts. Do you feel like having a lack of a quote unquote traditional father played a big role in
Oh, thank
do
you.
you feel like having a quote unquote traditional father played a big role in the creation of who you eventually became? And also, do you, and on the flip side of that, do you also feel like having such a, because his mom was a strong lady. She was a leader for the Black Panthers, and a huge civil rights activist, um in her younger years and stuff. Do you feel like having such a strong single mom for your life helped shape you as well? um I think those questions make sense.
Okay. Okay, I will ask that. Hey Juanson, like you should listen at around 28 minutes into the live or a little bit before, and then around 40 minutes into the live or a little bit before, and then around 54 minutes and for a little bit and then a little bit again. Because fudge, like there was like a singing voice really loud, there was really slow talking voices, like way more than the other night. It was crazy. Very interesting. You'll have to check those times later. Maybe we'll find him in the live and we'll put him in the comments. We'll like, you know what I'm saying, like that. Okay,
I
we'll do
will.
that.
I will. I
Yeah,
will.
yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's ask this. He's on his line. It's very cool. Thank you for that sticker, by the way. I screenshotted it.
Yay.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. One sec. Okay. Okay. I hear him saying, like, honestly, okay. I hear him saying, honestly, that's what made me. Honestly, that's what made me.
Now, what is he referencing to? The lack of a traditional father, or
The whole
because I asked it
thing.
in two parts.
The
Yeah.
the whole thing, like uh the not having the traditional father there,
Mm-hmm.
leading to seeking more from other, like, male figures, so even stronger of an influence from male figures that were ones, like you said, like, who did you say were his male influences?
Most of the men that were really involved in his life and really showed him any care was men like, that were pimps or gangsters or things like that. Things that most, I don't view it like this. If you want to call it like good society versus rough society or whatever, most good society wouldn't say that that's a good thing to be having around children.
Okay.
But those are the men. But those are the men that helped shape him. But
Yeah,
those are the men
exactly.
that were mostly around. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like those are, like, I see, like, this over here and then this way over here, where, like, if he had had the traditional, like, father there, it'd be like, okay, like, here we go. Like, here's, let's just say this is like his mom and how she was and who she was and the way she was, and then here's
Mhm.
his male influences that he was around. And so it's like he got all of this. Like, this is who he became. And if he had had that traditional, like, traditional father figure in his life, um, it'd be here. He'd be I feel like he's saying, like, it wouldn't have been a bad thing. It would have been a great thing. A great thing. It would have been an easier life. Things would have been easier. From it would have been a great life, but it's that contrast of having this like, strong, loving mother, along with the influences, the male influences that I had in my life, that um it's like those two things don't belong together.
Together. Yeah.
And but they
So if
were
I'm
together
understanding you,
for him. Huh?
mhm, if I'm understanding what you're saying, he's basically saying that they shouldn't have coexisted, but for him they did, and through that coexistiveness, it helped shape him.
Heck yeah, yeah, yeah. Real quick, say hey to Jano. Jano, man, I don't know if you were on live the other night when we were like hearing things and people were hearing voices when we were talking about Tupac and stuff. But we're going to. You should come back later and when it's like a replay and Kpop's gonna pin the different times. There was such loud voices coming through, like it was. I couldn't like get it, but it felt like voice energy coming through, trying so hard, like through sound stuff to come through, like in human like voice and words, but it was like struggling to do that. It's so freaking. It was like singing, and then it was like talking, like it was like 28 minutes in, or maybe a couple minutes before that, 40 minutes in, maybe a couple minutes before that, and then around 54 minutes and on for a little bit. But we'll pin those parts. You should so come back and like watch those little bit of times later. It was so crazy. Anyways, yes. Okay, hold on, K-pop girl. And yeah. Okay, hold on. And it wasn't even like this, like you hear it now. It was so different. It was crazy. Hold on. I feel like he's saying like he had something, you know, on one end of this spectrum, it's like he had something that, you know, like I hear most young men would dream of, you know, like in the way of his mom, most young men would dream of. And on the other end, you have like stuff that many or most or a lot or something young men wish they'd never like got into or become a part of, or like something like that, right? But that something hold on. But that just one sec. You know, I feel like he's saying like it like pulled like different ways. It wasn't like it just blended perfectly. It was like it pulled him that way and pulled him this way and like stretched him apart. And it's like it like tore him open to like it didn't just like blend. It wasn't this and this made something beautiful. It was like this pulled and this pulled. It was like two different ways of being that are so different, and it's like it ripped him open and like it like kind of like exposed like something. I don't
Painful?
know, huh?
Painful?
No, something rare
Oh, okay,
that
okay.
that you don't see.
Okay. Well, now let me ask you this. Um, because of your relationship with your mom, I am curious, especially being on that side. I know you know, in your physical life, because of your relationship with your mom and how important of a role women shaped and made your life. Um, what would you have to say to women nowadays? Um, I'm sure you know you see what's going on in the world and things happening with women and to women um and I'm just curious, you know, what your thoughts are on the world at large and things going on with women and you know how you feel about everything.
feel like I feel like he says he can't describe like the way the way when a boy feels for his mom anyways. Okay.
I mean, you did a pretty good job in the song. I think a lot of people that he wrote for his mom. I think a lot of people could get some sort of grasp on how he felt within that song.
Okay, so like okay. So there's something, the bond between like a son and his mom. Okay, it's like nothing can hold on, okay. Hold on. It's hard. It can like hurt, like it can be more painful than like anything. Hold on, okay. I'm like just okay. So just give me like a couple of minutes or a few minutes. 1 second. Even if I'm not talking, 1 second. So like okay, so it's talking about the bond between he's wanting to go with this first. Like the son and his mom is like it's I don't know, like okay, I hear him like saying like there's something about it that scares a boy, and it can be hard and it can be painful. Why? Hold on. It's hold on, okay? Hold on. No, I didn't hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna say the different things and I can go back. So it's like at the same time, it's like she's like your queen, like your everything. Hold on. It's just something like right there, and I want to get it, so I want to take the time to get it. So just hold
No,
on.
you're good. Yeah.
Okay, just hold on. Okay, it's like I have the highest respect. It's like your queen. I have like the highest respect, even though that bond can hurt and be painful and be hard. Why? Hold on. Just let me keep up talking till I say I'm done. Okay, 1 second. Because it like takes me way out of it. 1 second. Hold on. This is big for him. I feel like he says that the love for your mom a boy to his mom, a son to his mom is, I hear him say, bigger than any love. Why? There's something about the pain, how it can be painful and hard to. I want to know why. How is it painful and hard? How is it painful and hard? Hold on. How is it painful and hard? To be honest, it's like powerful. It's so powerful. It's overwhelming. Oh, because it's overwhelming because the bond feels so strong and the love feels so strong that it's overwhelming. And that's okay, and it tickles right there. Okay. It can be painful and hard because it's so strong. Got it. Kind of like that, to love someone so much it hurts. It's like that. Okay, okay. I just needed to understand the painful and hard thing. Okay. So, um, okay. So continuing on, okay, I'm ready for you to tell me what the rest of your question was now. I'm sorry. I needed to understand why he was like saying like it's like the biggest like thing, and I also heard like painful and hard and hurts, and I needed to like understand how and why, and I finally did. But now I can't hear you at all. Are you on mute? Oh yeah. I kind of remember.
Okay. Sorry about that. I had to come in and charge my phone.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay, so I finally got to what I wanted to understand about that, and then so you were asking uh
Well, I was including his mom in this, but I was basically saying, because of how women like his mom and others, shaped him. Curious how he feels about everything in the
yeah,
world,
with women.
going on
Okay.
right now with women and foreign to women and things like that. I'm just really curious, like, what he's thinking and feeling about all this because they did
Mhm.
play a very big part in his life.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. It's like of course he'd like to of course like he sees women as queens, and he feels that like of course they should be treated um like the queens they are. Hold on. a lot of I feel like it's saying like a lot of people or a lot of men they don't know how to treat a woman, to take care of a woman. The world is nowhere like it should be. Of course, it makes them in a from in a human like way, like that makes him sad. I see and feel like sadness, because they're the ones, first and like foremost, like they bring us into this life, and who's who loves you, more than anyone, who's more proud of you than anyone, who takes care of you, who's there for you, like when I almost feel like I'm gonna cry, like when no one else would be.
You can feel that energy, can't you?
Yes. My nose now, great. Now my nose could be all stuffy. He definitely feels sadness at the thought of how so many are treated in the world, by the world, but also very like particularly like in like everybody like individually too, just the world in general, but individually too. I feel like that's actually a big part of his focus, is the way men are towards women. I feel like that's a big part of his thing, like his focus in this question. But yeah, like overall, but like a big part of it's because the men like are that way specific to like their own mothers, and to women they're with, like the women of their children, the mothers of their children. And it's like, oh, why do I keep feeling going to cry? Like, like there's men where these women, like, they brought children into the world for you, and you treat them this way. Just sadness, and I feel like a little anger too. I feel like anger, I felt anger like from him too, but it's like when he's feeling he's saying this is like what he feels looking at things from the human perspective. Okay. We don't have to go into it again. He understands the role of everything overall. He doesn't feel that anger. I feel like he feels like he could sigh. Like I get like sigh type energy even still, but the anger, yeah,
Emotion, a melancholy, like a sadness, a little bit more than anything.
yeah. But from the human perspective, it is there's definitely like I would say this sadness, but then like anger follows like this much. I just feel that it's like, it's kind of like this energy of I don't know, like women are like the reason, for like without women, like none of you would like be here. Like they deserve to be like honored and respected, and it's not the case. It's not how it should be, and like no means, like in general, by a lot in the world and a lot individually too.
If I can intercede, I'd like to ask something, but about what you're talking about. Does he think, and I've often thought about this too, and with him being a male, I'd like to get his male perspective. Do you think that a large percentage of men have a subconscious, almost in a way, hatred towards women, but like not hatred like psychological? Sometimes it's hard for you to express how you feel, but especially when you see to treat women, do you think it's like a subconscious, it's like they're lashing out, but it's because of there's some sort of hatred
I
or
feel
something
I
in that
feel him
context?
saying it's about the thing he was talking about, that you feel as a young boy, as a male from a young boy, when you first start feeling anything about your mom, and it doesn't have to be something bad happening. There's something about the relationship with your mom, like it's because duh, it's a stupid thing that's gonna get me stuck again. But it's this. He's saying it like it starts like way back when. It has to do with what it starts way back when, as the youngest, like young boy, when you feel so much for your mom, and it almost doesn't depend on how she is, but it does. Like
Mm.
you feel so much for her, and if she's certain ways with you when you feel so much for her, it's like you have this, like, if it wasn't your mom, it's like it's like this clash of almost like hating her, while at the same time you feel like the strongest love ever. I'm gonna cry. And I feel like he's saying that it starts from way back then. And yeah, like I feel even if your mom is this great, it's like amazing mom, you're still gonna feel that to a degree, because there's something that feels uncomfortable to a young boy about caring about this person like so much. Like they're everything to you as a young boy, your mom. So even if she's great, in all these ways, it still does something in you. It makes you feel more than it feels comfortable feeling. Okay, and yeah, you can hold that against women over your life, a little of this like resentment, and then especially if you come across women that make you feel so much in a similar way, that can come out more. But more so if, as a young boy, you feel that so much, that overwhelming love. Like, how could you feel this much for somebody, right? But you're not thinking that. You just feel that. And you're just a young boy and you feel that. And if she's these certain other ways that are not the best, I told you, it's like this clash, like this hatred mixed with this, like the most, like the greatest, like overwhelming love at the same time, and it messes with you. It messes with
Mm.
you, and those are the ones that are going to have an even harder time as they grow up in life, and especially with women when they feel a lot for them. So almost like the more you feel for a woman, the more that could come out through how they are with them.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Kiwi. I remember you from last night. I think it was last night. My
Hi,
head's a mess right
Kiwi.
now. Hi, Nick. Hello, hello. Aw, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're woo, I was way far away on that last message. But we're doing a little bit of chilling messages from Tupac, and we'll do Biggie here shortly. We were reading some poems from his book. Want to take a pause break, Kpop, and read a poem from his book of poetry? Okay, because I feel like that last one took me way far away and was like really, really like far deep something. Anybody in the chat want to pick a page number between like 1 and 50? I need to find out the real page number so we don't miss those very last poems. Okay, so 1 to, I guess 1 to 50. Yeah. Well, I guess it starts at 1. I don't even know. Let's see. Well, it starts on page 2, between 2 and 50. Somebody want to pick a page number and we'll read a poem from his book, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. And if nobody picks a page number or whatever, then I'll give you like a minute. If anybody wants to pick a page number, and then, girl, you hang out for 1 minute. You can be telling people if they want to pick a page number. We're going to read from that. I'm going to go blow my nose real quick just from getting.
Okay.
I get teary-eyed, and there goes my nose. 1 second, okay? Here, we'll dun, dun, dun. Let's scoot this over. We'll set that there. It's K-pop, and there we go. You guys can hang out.
Mute.
Huh? You don't want to hear me
Did
blow
you
my
want to mute
nose?
your
You
thing?
sure you don't want to hear me blow my nose?
I don't know. Does anybody want to make a super chat? Okay, so you guys want to pick a number? Pick a number. Pick a number between 1 and 30. Pick a number between 1 and 30, and we'll read that. Pick a number. Pick a number.
Okay, I'm back.
Pick a number.
Anybody watching want to pick a number between 2 and 150? And we will read the poem by Tupac that's on that page. 7. Synthesized Souls said 7. Hey there. Synthesized Souls, OMG. Later, you're going to have to come back on the replay to this live. We are going to pin a couple different points where it wasn't just that white static noise coming through. It was like total like singing and really slow, loud voice. Like I still couldn't get it all the way, but it was crazy what was coming through. So we're gonna pin like timestamps later. You have to come back and watch. It was really cool. Okay, so perfect, guys. Okay,
55.
so
7,
we'll go ahead.
33, and 55.
7, 33, and 55. Okay. Okay, 1 second, guys. So 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I opened it right up to 7. Isn't that cool? Okay, that's very cool. And look, here is, oh my gosh, this is another cool one. Look at this eye that he drew. This is in his handwriting over here. It's called Sometimes I Cry. Look at that eye. So cool, huh?
Oh.
So that's the poem he wrote, written his handwriting there. and then it printed out right here. So cool. Okay, it's called Sometimes I Cry, and it's really weird because I was just crying saying his message to Kpop on that last question. That took me way far away, and that's why I had to go like mess with my nose because perfect. Good job. Okay, sometimes I cry. Sometimes when I'm alone, I cry because I'm on my own. The tears I cry are bitter and warm. They flow with life but take no form. I cry because my heart is torn and I find it difficult to carry on. If I had an ear to confide in, I would cry among my treasured friends. But who do you know that stops that long to help another carry on? The world moves fast and it would rather pass you by than to stop and see what makes you cry. It's painful and sad, and sometimes I cry, and no one cares about why. Aww. Oh my gosh, that's probably one of my favorite ones we've read so far.
I love
That's
that
probably
one.
one of my very favorites so far. Really beautiful.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and let's go on to 33. Oh, really? Synthesized Soul says it sounds like some song lyrics of hers. Oh man. Oh, by the way, Synthesized Souls, that Mosaic song. OMG. I just heard that little part you were singing in the short. Girl, beautiful stuff, K-pop. I don't know if you went and looked at her.
No, I haven't had a chance
You
to.
will love her music, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her stuff out.
Heck yeah. Okay, let's see. 33 for Synthesized Souls, and then we'll do 55 for Melissa. Ugh, 33. Aw, was this him younger? Look at that. That's a cool picture. So cool, huh? Okay, so 33. Where's 33? Aha. Oh, this is cool. Look, okay, he drew a picture for this one when he wrote it. It's called God. Look at that. Very cool, huh?
Oh,
Isn't that neat? So it's all in his handwriting and everything. Very cool. And then here's the poem printed. It says, God, when I was alone and had nothing, I asked for a friend to help me bear the pain. No one came except God. When I needed a breath to rise from my sleep, no one could help me except God. When all I saw was sadness and I needed answers, no one heard me except God. So when I am asked who I give my unconditional love to, look for no other name except God. That's really really pretty. Side note, for me, in God can mean different things to different people. Okay. For me, like this is like, I don't want to sound like in a stupid way, but I feel like myself, like, because I'm like very spiritual and not religious, but I understand this. Like, for example, like when I was alone, had nothing, I asked for a friend to help me bear the pain. No one came except, like, for me, it would be like myself, because there's been times in life when I felt all these things, and for me, with what I believe, like, I realized that, like, many times in
yes, they
life,
are.
all we truly have, for me, with what I believe, okay, is that many times in life, I really only have me, myself, and I. Like, there's been many times, in the hardest of times, when, I looked out for someone. It tends to be like the times when you like need somebody like the most, and you realize like, wow, like, and this is for me, just what I believe. You realize that like wow, like I really only have me, you know? And that's why when I asked who I give my unconditional love to, look for no other name except God. That's why for me, I when it all comes down to things, like no matter what it is, when it comes down to the downest, it's me that I
Mhm.
like live for and my soul that I follow and me that I love like a million percent unconditionally because I feel like I just have felt like, no matter like in life, there's people that love you and people that care and people that will be there for you and love you. Yeah, maybe love you unconditionally and everything. But I felt like there's times that people go through in life when you reach out and you look around and it would be nice to say that there's someone always there for you, but sometimes there's not, and sometimes the only one that you can, like, call on to, like, really, really be there is yourself. But others who believe in different things, like in God or in angels or I mean, not that I don't believe in angels. Anyways, um, for others, even when you are by
I
yourself,
know what
God
you're
is
trying
there.
to
You know
say,
what I'm saying?
Kathleen.
Oh, good.
And that was the title that he was familiar with. And in his darkest moments, what he's basically saying is that that title, that energy, that source, whatever, that was what was there for him when nobody else
Right,
was.
and that can be different things for different people. So I just wanted to explain that when I'm reading this because I related very much to this, like so much, in my own life. I have a hair in
Hmm.
my mouth. Synthesized Souls is asking if those are
I hate
copyrighted
that.
poems. I'm sure they are. I shouldn't get in trouble because I'm like very much saying and showing who wrote these and who the book is. So I mean, should be good. If not, then so be it. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but anyways, um, uh, yeah, very beautiful, huh? And then let's go ahead and read. Page
55.
55 for Melissa. Let's see. Ready, Melissa? Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, this one's called Forever and Today. And here it is. It's a short little one, Melissa. Forever and Today. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Melissa, it says, Forever and Today. You say that you love me forever, but what about today? Did we read this one the other night, Kpop? Maybe. It sounds
We
familiar. It's
did,
really
we
pretty.
did, we
Okay.
did, we
You
did.
say that you'll love me forever, but what about today? As the dusk become dawns and the years pass on, will you love me the same way? If so, let us rejoice and bathe in constant pleasure. If not, spare my heart today, and I shall recover before forever. And if my doubts and questions upset you, forgive my fragile heart. I just wanted to know if you'd love me forever before today would start. That poem right there just
Oh,
really, like, you read that and you understand, like, a whole nother it's like you can there's a glimpse, there's a taste of a whole nother side of him that I think
side of
a lot of people aren't aware
him.
of.
And you know what it is? And with you having a little boy, Kathleen, like, it's almost side of him coming out. Raising
Really,
me,
really too.
me, protecting
Mm.
me. You know, it's such a naivety, but I don't mean like in a bad way, like in a soft way, like a little bitty kid, like, oh, I love you. Are you gonna love me
Oh,
too?
oh.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I
do you
and it
see?
gives me chills, girl. And honestly, I'm like, honestly, no, but you know what? Like, hmm, it's just interesting. Like, I could definitely, like, I don't know. The more I think, it's like I see like Tupac's energy in you and me and Noah now. When I think about it, it's really weird. Well, like, just the more like I read these poems, and Noah's got this like major respect for like it's different. It's not like it needs maybe refined a bit, but like he has this like respect for like girls and like women and he wants to be like he wants to treat them the way that they should be treated. Like he has this like vision of like where I feel like he holds them up high, and
Oh,
I mean at the same time, he has other influences in his life, um, and he has genetics and things and notes that came along with genetics and things. So he has things that come out, and influences, definite influences, which I'm trying to like
curtail,
yeah, you know,
curtail.
yeah, like and it's probably good, you know, that like I can understand sometimes why people maybe would, if you believe in like choosing your life and stuff, how it would make sense that he would be my son and I would be his mom and this and that and blah blah blah. Because I'm not a person to just like, oh well, and it's like, ooh, let's look at that, But I try not to do it in a way that's gonna like, um, make him like not wanna like push me away or block me out or not listen. Like I think like, if you knew Noah from when he was little and you know him now, like, I'm with him every day. My daughter was just telling me this the other day because Noah's brother and sister, they're a lot older than him. And she was just telling me the other day, she's like, I know you're with him every day. So, I mean, I'm sure you've seen like the growth he's had and stuff, but it's, just from like, 2, 3, 4, this little boy to now, which is 10. But she's like, but for me, I lived with you when he was a young, like a baby to like, I don't know, when did my daughter, maybe till like 4 or 5 or so. And then she's living with me again right now. And we're living together again right now. And she's like, the difference, like in Noah, and it's not just that he's grown up. It's like, and I'm not saying his like his growth is like it's like it's stuff,
Hold on,
what you're around
synthesized.
really does influence, and what's that?
No, I was telling synthesized to hold on because I wanted to say
Oh,
something to him.
oh yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but just that
You were talking about Noah.
just like Tupac, like if he'd grown up with, you know, the no father and say his mom was just like whatever, and then he had the influences he did, he would have grown up differently. Okay. And so just like Noah too, he has a very
100%,
strong
100%. Yeah.
natural like part of him that probably relates, even though he doesn't have the same influences male figure wise that
Mhm.
Tupac has. He has this like innate thing in him that's very much those ways. And you might not think it so much from what you see of him, but if you knew him even younger, it was like, I'm not kidding. Like I mean, we were like, you don't want to know the things that he would say at school to like kids and teachers and the things he would
Oh
do and
goodness.
cops and this and that and as a little kid. So anyways, so it's like he had this like that side like in him, and then it's like
Hmm.
he's getting this So it's almost like he's having those two influences on him.
Yeah.
Similar to like Tupac's story.
Yeah.
So when you said like a little Tupac, it's like, oh, actually, honestly, like kind of, you know, I feel like this really beautiful thing could come out of him, just like it did with like Tupac. And not that he's not already that way, he is, but you know. Okay, go ahead, K-pop, and then we'll read the chat. Blah blah blah.
So I don't know if it's synthesized put, but there's a lot I want to say about what you just said, synthesized. But I kind of want to bring Kathleen into this as well. You see, and I don't mean this, Kathleen. I think I think hopefully you'll understand what I mean. I don't mean this in a negative way, and I don't mean this in a bad way. But you see, that's the point, and that was the whole point of Tupac, is because I guarantee you, a lot of people just judged him based on his appearance. You look at him, and you see him, and he was dressed like how he dressed, and he acted like he acted, and you heard his music, but you didn't hear his words. You don't listen to the words. You know, you hear rap music, but you're not listening to what he's speaking. You see, it's coming at it from a like a judgmental um assumption. You see someone with the tattoos, and it's like you don't understand the message of the tattoo.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, real quick, K-pop. Also, though, it's true what Synthesized Souls is saying, because what I knew Tupac from was the "How do you want it? How does it feel?" Da, 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 da. And that video, it like I'm not judging so much in it. It's like I feel like the women
No,
in
yeah,
that
I'm
video
talking
are
about like
not
the whole no.
portrayed in a nice way. The words spoken about women in that video are not said
Hmm.
in a nice way. I feel like it's very
Hmm.
opposite of these poems. But for me, I feel like it's not about this is how he really is. For me, I feel it's about the
Hmm.
two different, like the yin and the yang within him. Like yes, he
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
thug. Yes, he was that. Ooh yeah, baby, you know. Ooh, he was. Oh, give it to me, you know, and the bad words and the
Wait,
sexual
can
stuff
we
and the
clip that?
everything.
Can someone
But
clip what she just did?
at the same time he had this, so it wasn't like we were
Hmm.
judging him wrong. We didn't see, you know, what he meant by his beautiful video. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, yeah, he made that video and he said those words, but that was this side, but he also had that side. So it's basically not seeing
Hmm.
the true him. It's like seeing a whole other side that we weren't aware
Right,
of.
right. But a lot of people did that. Like for example, you know the Thug Life tattoo on his chest. Know what it meant? Has anyone ever?
I never saw
Um,
it or anything.
well, if you look at like a shirtless picture of him, he has like a huge Thug Life tattoo on his chest. But the Thug Life is actually an acronym for the love you give little infants trumps everything. But when most people look at it, all they're gonna see is Thug Life,
Yeah.
because
And
they're gonna look at it as he's like praising that, but it
yeah.
actually is just an acronym.
Yeah. But again, I agree with Synthesized Souls that it's not just looking at him and judging him based off of appearance. Um, for me, it's listening to the words he sang and the videos he
Hmm.
showed and the things he
Hmm.
showed in those videos and the words he chose to sing in those videos. So I'm going off his
Hmm.
words, his actions, what I
Hmm.
saw.
No, right. And I wasn't saying specifically you synthesize. Hello, Caitlin. I was just saying I noticed a lot of people do that. Like you look at somebody and you see like a small picture, but it's like instead of looking at the whole portrait, you see like a little piece. Does that make sense? It's like look at the whole picture is basically what I was saying. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people there's sides to them that we have no clue of and stuff like that. I feel like that's the case um with him. Just like for example, Biggie, right? I knew nothing about
Mhm.
him
Mhm.
either. But same thing, I knew about as much as him as I did about Tupac, which is nothing. I knew like 2
Mhm.
songs, and that's how they were. I liked them, but that's how they were. Anyways, just like Biggie, from what I've been reading recently and watching and stuff, is that, one side of him that a lot of people saw was this funny, fun, playful, amazing, great, awesome guy to be around. And then another side, people said was very like violent, very aggressive, very mean, very disrespectful. And it's not like learning something and oh he did all these wonderful things overall, or he was a great guy overall. It's not like that, and it's not judging him on any certain thing. It's that, oh, yes,
Mhm.
he was these ways, but he also was these other ways and these other ways. So it's like
Mhm.
people are like multifaceted, and and it's not kind of like one thing overall that they were. It's like, oh yeah, people have all these different parts, just like me. You guys might think I'm wonderful and happy and perfect, right? But like, I I definitely can get very, 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 very mad, or very, very like frustrated or whatever, and all kinds of things too. And it's like people see what they see and what's put out there and what they
Mhm.
come across. Um, and there's just sides to everybody, and we don't always
Oh,
see all of
100%,
it.
100%. And he even said it himself in
Mhm.
interviews. He's a very complex person. He's a multi-layered person. So it's not like there's only like one side. There's a whole bunch of sides.
Mhm. Yeah. Synthesized. Hi, Caitlin, by the way, girl. And Synthesized Soul said, I am planning to release my own album soon based on my own music. Will people judge me based on what I'm wearing, my looks, my body? Sure. But the key is the message that's never going to change. And your music is beautiful, and beautiful messages. Real quick on Tupac stuff, I do have to say, was something that was coming through from Tupac earlier, when we were asking questions of him. um, Something that was kind of coming through is because of, like, if he was never those ways, like if he didn't create those songs, and it's like, these, the songs and the ways, and had this appearance about him or whatever, okay, he would his other things that he did, and his good works that he did, his beautiful messages that he brought, the good things he brought to life in the world and the people, wouldn't have ever been experienced by those. Because some of those people, you just show them this great guy, they're like, I don't care about that, get away. I
Yeah,
don't relate to
exactly.
that. Go
Exactly.
away. You're not my type of person. Go. Who wants to listen to you? But because he was those ways, he ended up touching all these people's lives
A
that
100%.
otherwise he never would have. So it makes sense to me, and that's what kind of came through in one of the messages from him earlier, that it wasn't a mistake or a bad thing or going off on a bad path, or like there's
Right.
reasons for it all.
Also, one thing that also should be addressed, and a lot of people not in communities like his, to things that were going on within his community so that they could be made aware this is happening, this is really going on, this is what you should be aware of. And yes, it made people uncomfortable, but his job wasn't necessarily to put you within that comfort, because sometimes change within a person isn't done by them being comfortable, but it's done by them facing unpleasant truths and things that they don't want to see and don't want to address. And he made you think, and he made you really see the world from different perspectives in different ways, so that you could be like, yeah, maybe this is a problem. Maybe I should look at this. Maybe I should learn this,
Yeah.
so that I can, you know, add some positivity.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I do see that, and I feel like it makes like I feel like he's like yeah, yeah. I feel like his definite um I definitely feel that, but I definitely feel like his biggest thing is the people it reached to.
Mhm.
Real quick, you're reminding me of like this newspaper, this small town newspaper where I used to live. Like everybody, like 99% of people didn't like it and they hated it and they thought it was bad. Um, but they were very like blunt in it, right? When people got in trouble, they showed their faces, and when whatever, it was just boom, boom, boom. A lot of people saw it as like gossipy and drama. And when bad stuff happened, they post stuff, and people are like, "How could you post that? That's so disrespectful to people and the families and whatever." But the truth is that it wasn't about sharing news and keeping people happy and comfortable. It was about um, putting stuff out there to like wake people up to the reality of
Mhm.
things
Mhm.
for creating change, and you're not going to do
Mhm.
that by comfort. So that's very true what you said. Very true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is hold on. I'm just gonna say this because you gave me massive chills, Kathleen.
What?
Massive chills.
Why? What?
When you get off here, you have to listen to a song called "Brenda's Got a Baby," and I'm gonna tell you why because of what you just said.
Really?
So Tupac wrote that song from a newspaper, and he got the inspiration for that song because he noticed that every day the article got smaller and smaller and smaller because nobody wanted to hear the message of what happened to this girl. And so it inspired him to write
Oh
this
my
song. And
gosh.
it's so crazy
Oh,
that
that's
you
so
mentioned
cool.
about the newspaper.
Oh, that gives me
And
chills. Look at my arm. It's so goosebumpy. Whoa, that's weird. That's cool. Oh my goodness.
you're gonna have to yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and then yeah, okay,
Um,
I will totally, like, listen, that's so cool.
you're gonna have to listen to that. You're gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah, and then
What
another
I
thing,
was
just
gonna
a
say
just a side thing too, is that a lot of, like, more, like, popular artists and stuff, you hear certain songs that are on the radio or, that everybody watches, everybody listens to. But a lot of I feel a lot of some of people's like very best work are ones that are not so well known, not all popular. Just to bring Taylor Swift into things.
I knew you
People
were gonna say Taylor
I'm
Swift.
sorry, but people judge her by by
Shake it
shake
up,
it off,
shake it
shake
up.
it off. And because I'm like, she puts these beautiful messages, and they're like, yeah, yeah, shake it off, like, get over it, whatever. It's like, no,
Exactly,
no, that's not
exactly.
what I mean. Like, if you listen to like her music that nobody, I mean, people who love her listen to, but people who listen to just hear her on the radio, you hear this, or you hear this tiny bit of music, but her real amazing, crazy, amazing stuff is all those other songs on the albums that don't get on the radio and don't, people in general don't come
Exactly,
across on YouTube.
exactly.
And they're the ones that are just like, whoa, like it's crazy beautiful,
Exactly.
crazy interconnected with each other about life, like in the deepest, most beautiful way. Nothing. I mean, Shake It Off and all the songs,
Mhm,
that's great. But these songs are like crazy beautiful and amazing. And it's like, so I
mhm.
feel like when people judge her, they're going off of those few songs. I'm like, oh man, I would think the same thing.
Exactly.
I would think the same thing,
And but it's all because of this preconceived, oh, I've heard one or two songs, and so I'm going to generalize all this artist's music from just hearing one or two songs and not really listen to the whole body of work because she's an amazing author.
Yeah,
She's an amazing writer. And when
crazy.
people generalize her They do the same thing. It's assumptions
Yeah,
made.
but it's only like natural to do that. I mean, you hear 5 songs, and 5 out of 5 songs, sure, they have great messages. Yay, shake it off, shake, great, yay. I mean, what are you going to think? You
Mm,
all the ones you've heard on the radio, like, okay, yeah, great. Just like Tupac, all the songs I've heard are like this. Um,
hmm.
I mean, it's only natural to like make assumptions based off of what you hear and what you see. And it's hard to like think a different way without having done those other things. So it's
Yeah,
hard to
I think
judge
I think
that
I've
at the
just
same time.
I think I've always just had a very like investigative mind. I've always want to dig deeper on things.
Mm,
So when something catches my attention, I'm always like, I gotta dive in. I gotta figure. I gotta like know more.
yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
go like head first within things.
Yeah. I remember when me and you first started talking, and you just go off telling me about um artist and starting to get into like their lives. I'm like, whoa, like how does she know this stuff about their lives? Like and it just everything. Like you and Quanson remind me of each other a lot. Like you both like know so many details about these things that like I don't really know. Like or I know like not as deep or far into things as you guys do, and it's like it's actually really neat. Like how you guys are. I think it's so interesting. But yeah, I think it's cool.
You know, and to- um, I was reading what Caitlin said. Hi, Caitlin. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments too. Um, uh, do you have any questions for Tupac?
Um, if you, I want to know if there's one message to give me, K-pop, the world, whatever people, anybody who's going to come across this, watching or later, what you would like to say to them. There goes that voice a little bit louder again. Okay, hold on. What do you want to say?
I don't know how to play with you.
I just hear stuff like um the burping. I hear stuff like you hold on. This is coming through loud again. Oh my gosh. How does it get louder when we're like trying to hear what he says? It's okay. I hear it's like a lot of little things. Hold on. It's basically I hear stuff if I can do it, if I did it, you if I was able to do it, you could do it. Again, don't let your circumstances define you. Um, be true to yourself. Um, like you can do whatever you put your mind to. Um, don't let the world like quiet you or keep you down or like hush you. Um, like you're capable of being like great. Um, don't let the world silence you. Like speak your truth. And that the world is not an easy place. Um, okay, I hear him say it's hell, but it's also heaven on earth. And that's what I'm going to
Oh,
end with.
beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Thank
Um,
you.
beautiful, beautiful. Um, Tupac, before you go, other than the general, is there anything you want to say specifically to Kathleen or to me?
Okay, let's do one at a time. To me, Tupac. He told me I need to quit messing around, but with different words. He telling me I need to quit
Quit
messing around.
around.
Yeah, he already told me. He already told me what I need to do,
Look at
and
look at
I need to quit.
I know he
I need to knock the. It's not the nicest of words, but I need to knock this stuff off and quit messing around. And I know he already told me what I need to do, and he wants to see me doing it. Okay, got it. Okay, and for Miss K-pop, he said what
what
he's no,
what
he's saying let's where are you at? Like let's hear some more of that. Hold on. Where are you at? Let's hear some more of that beautiful voice of yours.
Oh no.
Sorry. Okay. Anything serious on a serious note for K-pop? I hear him say like, "No, with all respect, you're a beautiful woman. Make sure you like I want to see you uh, I want to see you like getting in having something like that what you deserve." Uh hold on. Hold on. You're one of like I heard him say like you're one of the good ones. Like you're one of the good ones. Hold on. And you like really deserve the best. Okay. Okay, that's
Oh.
good. Anything for
Onsen
Juanson?
asked.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. What about Juanson? Okay, hold on. Who's Juanson? Okay. He knows. I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on. What about Juanson? Anything for Juanson before we go? From you? Hold on. Hearing your song come in, your have you ever really loved a woman song? He says you like you know what's up. Um like you know what's up when it comes to women, brother. Sorry.
I'm not even calling you brother, Onsen.
Sorry. You know what's up when it comes to women. Hold on. Hold on.
Onsen, now you can say
Stop
Tupac's
it.
called you brother.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. um hold on. Hold on. It's just talking about girl stuff. It's just girl stuff. Like all jokes aside, like you're gonna hold on. A lady's gonna come across you, and the lady that comes across you is gonna be a very lucky lady. Um, just that that's how they all should be treated. Okay, because okay. Anything else for horses? Hold on one sec. One more thing. People are watching you. Sorry, hold on. People are watching you. Hold on. Like keep sharing your like your ways. It makes a difference out there. Okay, and I really feel like it's in regards to women. Okay. Hi, Danson.
Did you not see what I did? Did you
Of
not
course,
see what
I
I did,
remember
Kathleen?
you. Real quick, Danson Everly. If you see somebody write anything on your videos, by a what is my other name on? I think it's maybe it's Kathleen Areza. Anyways, I'm not sure the account that Noah, my son, goes under. But if you see anything on your channels by another Kathleen, that's my son Noah, who's 10 on your channel. So don't think it's me like stalking you. Hey, that's Noah, my boy, because he watched your stuff too and thought it was cool. So what, Kpop?
When you said that he was watching once, and I was like,
K-pop. I'm glad I didn't look up. I would have laughed so bad. You're so funny. Okay, let's
"All right,
see.
are you ready? Are you ready to bring
I,
Christopher in?"
Here, I'm gonna screenshot that and I'll show Noah that he'll blush. He'll be like, ooh. He'll be like, ooh, that thing he does, and he'll tip his hat to you. That's how Noah is. Okay, yes. Yeah, let's go on to, in just a little bit, okay? I feel like I only want to go about like 15 more minutes or something because we haven't really done like breakfast yet. And we ate something very, very little, but it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Noah woke up really late though, and I was just doing stuff all morning. So we ate a tiny bit, but I need to get off and do breakfast and all that good stuff. Day's almost over.
Perfect.
Christopher is Biggie, the Notorious B.I.G. Yes, he was an artist, like a I don't know any else about him really, but he was an artist, like a singer, that passed away a while back. So we're just trying to like seeing what messages like come in
Yes.
through the universe and stuff for him. We already did it with Tupac, and now we're gonna do it with the Notorious Biggie, and
So
his
you know,
real name
I
is
want
Christopher Wallace.
to
Go to
want
stupid
to start
school
off by
instead of chill and
also.
watch your channel. Aw, you sound
Aw.
just like Noah.
Want to
uh,
start off by
mm,
thanking him for coming forward and thanking him for his time and energy.
okay. Hold on one sec. I don't know, that's him. Go. Okay. I see them like changing chairs. Okay. That's really weird. But I feel like they're like changing chairs and kind of like scooting around each other and sitting down, and now it's his turn or something. Okay. Over there too. Okay. Let's
Now
go.
I'm gonna ask a funny. I'm gonna start off with a funny question.
Okay.
Ask him, should we call him Christopher or Big Papa?
He said, I feel like he said, I'm not joking. I feel like he said, like, you can call me whatever you want, sweetheart. I'm serious. Let's call him Biggie.
I'm glad. I'm
I'm going to
glad
call
he
him
knew I
Biggie. You
wasn't
can call
trying
him
to be
whatever you want.
rude.
I'm going to call him Biggie.
I'm glad he knew I wasn't trying to be rude.
Disqualified because I didn't follow directions at school. Really?
Uh-oh. Really?
Okay, so here we go, Kpop. I'm
Okay.
ready. He's ready. I feel like he's like
So,
like kind of nervous, excited, like laughing, kind of. Okay, ready.
one thing I want to touch base on is how important your
Mhm.
education was to you growing up. Um, do you wish that you could have gone further with your education? And also, because I mean, you know that he has a son. Um, do you watch over your son and stress the education and things like that with your son? Because I feel like
Really.
even though you made the choices you made with your life, I feel like education still meant something to you and it was very important to your mom.
What'd you ask about his son?
Well, I was asking, I was including his son because I was asking him, I know how much education, and stuff like that meant to him, even though he made, the mistakes that he made and things like that. I knew, it meant a lot to him and also his mom. I was asking him, does he wish he could have gone further with his education and also with his son? I mean, he's guaranteed he's an adult now, but does he stress the continual learning and stuff like that with his son? Um, as he's watching over him, does he nudge him on, just never giving up on learning and the importance of that?
I feel like he's kind of like um I feel like kind of like with himself, he's kind of like more this energy of, well, this is like, okay, hold on.
Watson, I'm gonna hit you.
Oh my goodness, Clemson. You can call him Big Papa. I mean, Clemson wants to call you Big Papa. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, hold on. I
He
feel I
might
feel
come
like
to hit you,
I
Watson.
feel like in regards to that for himself, he's kind of like, nah, like I'm good. Like I don't feel like he wishes he would have done anything different with him. I feel like with his son, it's like I feel like he's I don't know. I honestly feel like he's more like about like continuously learning in life. Um hold on. You know me, I want to grab my cards. Hold on. Um like I feel like in regard like in the way of like a formal education, like it definitely doesn't hurt, like it's definitely it definitely doesn't hurt, but I feel like um I feel like importance from him, like more placed on um being open, keeping an open mind for life and in life and continually learning in life is what I feel.
Does As he was growing, was he concerned at all about his son making some of the same mistakes that he made? Or
Hold on. I feel like he's saying, like, which way do you want me to answer this? Like, do you want me to you know what I'm saying? Like, which way do you want me to answer this? Hold on.
Well, obviously, I know that every mistake isn't really a mistake, but it more so shapes you as a person. I just mean, um, just some of the things that happened when you were young, that kind of derailed, like you getting that girl pregnant when you were young in high school and things like that.
I feel like he, like, kind of, like, interrupts or whatever, like, kind of, like, saying, like, of course, of course, like, of course we care, of course we, of course we care. Hold on. Of course we care. Of course we'd like to see this or not see that, but it's like, it's not what it's about. Hold on. Um, hold on. It's a little bit different. A little bit different, like energy. Like. Hold on. Um, hold on. Okay, he's like a little bit not like the it's just not the same quite. It's a little more it honestly, like, I see like a like talking fast, talking a lot, kind of like blah 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 blah, like, well, da 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 da, like that, and it's kind of like, like like it's another story. If it's not the same energy as Tupac. It's more like it's basically asking, like, you're interviewing. It's like you're interviewing me when I was on Earth or something.
Hmm. Well, let me rephrase that question then. Um, yeah, because I get what you're saying. From the spiritual perspective, in terms of your son, um, because I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But from the spiritual perspective, especially with your son, do you wish you could have done anything differently so that you could have been more present in his life? And also, on the flip of that, were were there anything you could have done differently so that you could have perhaps been in his life longer? Because
It's
it's like exit points. Like I've heard that there's different exit points for the
Yeah.
human soul.
It's like you watch, and it's like some things are hard to watch, but that's not. Some things are hard to watch. Hold on. You can, like, hold on. Some things are or it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to watch. Hold on. It's like, hold on. Ugh. Hold on. Sometimes it's hard to watch. And you wanna help. You wanna like, steer them or guide them. You know. Um. But hold on. Mm, I feel like you said, like you could do it to a degree, but, like, there's things you gotta, like you could comfort. I feel like he talks like da 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 da. Like you could comfort, you know, there's things you can do like to a degree, but those big things you know, like you gotta let them be. You gotta let them happen. And yeah, it's like it can be hard to watch. But you know, it's different. It's just different. Hold on. Okay. Is there something? Hold on. It's just a whole bunch of like uh, it would be nice and it would have been nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All that. But it's just not how it is.
It has to be hard as a parent to not be with your child, you know. It's got to be hard to have that bond, but
Interrupting. Sorry. Interrupting again. Um like we got it wrong. He was his parent. They're not parent and child. He 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 feels for him as a parent, but it's like this. It's like it's not this. It's not he's his parent, he's the child, and that's it. It's like this. It's like he's this and he's this, and this is where he's parent to child. So he's like Biggie now is the oh fuck, sorry, bad word. Coffee, bad word. Oopsie, coffee spilled. Sorry guys. Frick. Oh frick. Sorry, told you. Anyways. Okay. Anyways,
you've been hanging out with Biggie and
no,
Tupac for
it
too
just
long.
scared me because I didn't even realize what was in front of me, and I just was like coffee spilled. I didn't know if I didn't even think lid on or anything. I had no clue what was in front of me. Okay. Okay. So okay. So like Biggie now here this is Biggie now. Okay. And this is Biggie now. And it goes further than that, but this is Biggie now. And this is Biggie parent to that child. Um, it's like it's still there and always will be because of that experience, but it's not that experience like here. Um, it's fully that experience, but now you know that he's not here. That's it's like it like it's like cloudy colors um almost like watercolor or what's it called, pastels, like all chalky kind of stuff. And like say you have green over here and blue over there. Oh, let's say green and green, their connection. Okay, like on earth, whether yeah, on earth, who they were to each other is green. And so this person's green, and then Biggie is like, oh, like everything, every color you could possibly imagine. And yes, there's still a little bit of, you know, there's still green that connects him in that way. But it's like every other imaginable color as well. So it's not like him sitting somewhere as this green one as his parent, and that's his world anymore. It's not like that. It's like, and it might seem like too much or so much, like how could that be? But it's like, it's just a little and it's not like a
It's an
chunk or a
aspect. No,
section.
right. It's an aspect. Yeah, it's an aspect.
So it's
It's like
not
when you
like,
it's like when you bake a cake and it's just one of the ingredients in the cake. It's just one of the
kind
ingredients in the
of,
cake.
yes, but with energy. So it's not like solidness or chunks or anything like that. It's not like, and there's
Yeah.
this part. It's not like that. That's why I said the pastels, because it's like it's like all
Well,
and really
well, let
okay.
me
But
ask
anyways,
you
huh?
then. Well, let me ask you
Oh
then.
my god, synthesized souls.
Are 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 you
What do you say?
are you meant? Because I'm kind of curious on this one. Are you meant to reincarnate and actually be a father and stick around this time for the child? Like, are you wanting to come back and experience what it means to live life as a father?
Let me see. What I hear. Okay, hold on. Synthesized Souls is calling me a bad girl. I am not. I'm an angel. See my halo? My widow.
Well, no, you ain't gonna be saying that when I take you to Thailand.
Okay, moving on. Okay, let's see. Um. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. So, hold on. I feel like he has. I feel like he's saying he has like many times.
Oh.
Um.
Oh. So you just weren't meant to continue that life in that life.
What life? In what life? What do you mean?
Well, basically what I was saying is you weren't meant to continue that life as a father in that life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
He's it's so vast. It's not. I feel like he's saying like it's like he talks so. I feel like he talks so more like bossy or more like I feel like he goes like this with his lips a lot. Like
He does.
does he
He
really?
does. He
Okay, because I
does.
feel like he's doing it with his lips a lot, like when he talks.
Like he goes,
And yeah, yeah.
he licks his lips a
And I
lot.
feel like he is like I feel like when he's talking to me, he's like I'm over there because I'm looking over there, right? And so I'm over there, and he's not looking at me when he talks. He's like he's doing like the lip thing and kind of like talking and kind of like looking up, like how I am up this way, kind of like
Hmm.
I don't know. Anyways, I feel like he's like a little bit like
All over the place.
oh no, a little bit like trying to like it's a little bit difficult talking to us people who don't really get it all the way, like we're not in a mean way but kind of like we're small minded, like we're like like we don't get it all the way. We don't understand. Like it's not so, 5 things, or something. It's like an infinite, like it's um God, it reminds me of this thing the other day that I saw that Divine Timing sent me, where this girl was like talking, or like getting messages through a cat or something, and the cat was like almost talking this way that I hear him talking about life. Like, it's like you guys aren't gonna like get it. Like we could like try to explain it, but you're not gonna get it. Like your human mind, like it's like you're not even going to be able to like grasp like the vastness. It's not like, well, I was a dad in this life, and it got cut short, but maybe the next life I will be for longer. Like I feel like he's saying that's like, it's like I feel like he's saying that's not to be mean. He's talking to me too, so it's not in a mean way. But I feel like he's saying that that's like our human mind is like a kid in preschool, or a baby even before preschool, and it's like what we know, what we understand, what our minds are even able to understand, compared to like a 90-year-old super wise man or something, or wise woman or something. Um,
No,
I
yeah.
feel like uh like he's kind of blunt. Um
No, yeah, absolutely.
uh yeah.
No,
um
I definitely get what he's saying. I definitely get what he's saying. It's not something that you could just necessarily put in a small box.
yeah, it's
Um,
not like it's
life
not like it's
life
not like
after
would you
death
ever
is
like
very
to be
infinite.
a father for a longer time. It's like he's saying like many times, like I have, but then it's not even just this like mom dad son daughter dynamic thing is in all of it. Like there's colors and things that aren't even things that, like, how there's like things you could hear or see or taste or touch or whatever here. There's like more. There's like, and it's so vast, and it's like it. Hold on. It's just like anyway. um it's just kind of like uh
It's
it's almost like he's saying like any, looking up, like he's doing
broader.
like anyways, like you're not gonna get it, all the way. You're not gonna get it or something. um but
But
he
what he's
doesn't
trying to
seem
say is it's
jokey
much
anymore.
broader than he can explain.
Huh?
What he's trying to say is that it's much broader than he can explain.
Much broader than we can get.
Yeah,
That he could probably, yeah, that we could get. Like we're not gonna get it.
yeah. In our mindset as we are now.
Yeah. Mm.
No, and I get it. I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. Um, Now for this question, I'm going to kind of put you in the hot seat. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Christopher. I have to ask you
Yeah, let's hear.
this. So, and I
Oof, heavy.
of course approach this with question with respect. Um, you have had some very interesting relationships with women, and you loved to be very active uh, with women.
I feel like he's like kind of smiley blushy, like not blushing, but
And
like trying
I
not to
wonder,
smile, kind of.
I wondered if, in terms of how I'm trying to ask this question as
I see him
PG
going
as
like that.
possible. Um, I'm trying to ask this question as PG as possible. Um, do you regret how active you were? And do you wish, well, that's pretty much does it, but do you regret being as active as you were? And do you wish that maybe you had been
I already hear no. Why would I regret that?
committed?
I already hear no. Why would I regret that? Why would I regret that? Who would regret that? I don't know. I don't think that way. um. Okay, continue.
The reason why I'm asking is because there's so many people, and this is kind of connect you to your Earth, an Earth question. There's a lot of people that think that this woman, her name is Little Kim. I don't know if you know her, Kath, but there's a lot of people that think that she was your true love, and I have often wondered if, because of how active you were with other great variety of women, do you? I mean, it's all part of the experience, I know, but do you ever wish that you had committed a little bit better and done a little bit better by the women in your life, if that makes sense?
I feel like he's looking at Tupac like what's up with these women, bro? Like me and you, like girl. I feel like he thinks we're stupid. Like they don't like they don't get it or something. Like
I think
here we go
Tupac gets what
again,
I'm
kind
asking.
of.
I think Tupac gets what I'm asking. And I'm trying to be careful what I say. Dude, I'm on YouTube and she will get monetized if I use the word I want to use.
Hold on. It's not about the
Okay.
question. Hold on. He said it's not about the question. He's like it's about the questions, not about the specific question. It's
Oh,
about the questions, and it's like no, no, I don't regret it. Okay, hold on, hold on.
because
Let me go ahead, go ahead. Let me see. You say it, and then I'll see if I
I
can
feel
make it
I feel like
across.
I feel like when he loved a woman, he really loved her. However, I just felt like from what I feel from him, from what I felt from him in that energy, I feel like when he loved hard. However, I feel like he just couldn't commit to save his life.
It's just like an earth.
And I'm just
It's
wondering
it's a
if
human. It's desire. It's just a human, a part of the human experience that it's like what can he say? He enjoyed it, and no, he doesn't regret. He doesn't regret it.
I love how straightforward he is. He's so unapologetic. He's just like,
He's
nope.
blunt. I feel like he's blunt
He's very blunt.
and like not the same energy as Tupac, not in a bad way. Just
No, they're two
blunt
different
and
people.
um like I feel like Tupac was like talking like deep and like close and like to me, you know, like right at me. And I feel like Biggie's more like almost like he's not even really like he like when he talks he keeps doing the I can't do it like the lip thing or his I don't know what it is, his
Yeah.
tongue, his lip thing, and like looking like up kind of and doing stuff with his hand as he's talking. It's like um
Well, you know what it is? He used to have anxiety.
yeah.
He used to have anxiety really bad in his physical form. So I don't know if that's just like a trait that he carries on, like
Mhm.
anxious anxiety.
I hear him say, okay, like, I don't know, I guess, like, while you were talking, I just kind of, like, had this thought of, like, I wonder, like, what kind of things he, like, like, is, like, either expected or wanted us or something, or what kind of things we should be asking then.
Oh, I have
And
more
I feel
questions.
like
I'm not done.
he's kind of like it's cool what we're doing, like it's cool what we're doing. Hold on. So it's just energy of, like, it's
He
not
wants
the
us to
way
ask
he's seeing.
deeper
It's not that he
questions.
doesn't like this. He likes what we're doing. It's cool what we're doing. It's just the questions, I guess, are like I feel like it's almost, it's not mad, but it's almost like irritation a little bit, like with the questions. I feel like he says, it's I feel like dizzy. Hold on. I feel like hold on.
Is it that he wants us to focus more on less on okay, I think okay, if I'm feeling what I'm feeling correctly, um, I think he wants us to focus less on like the person he was and more so on what he's learned being on the other side, like the
Could be.
spiritual
Yeah.
aspects.
Yeah. Because remember in the beginning he said, like, how do you want me to answer this? Like, it's like you're interviewing me here, as if I'm still on Earth. I feel yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze now. Uh, let me.
Oh, bless you.
That was really loud. It was like, achoo! Okay. Yeah, yeah, let's try something else. Cause like it's like when he first sat down, he was very like excited and like, okay, like my turn, like, okay, here I
Because
go, scoot out of the way,
I
my turn,
want
I'm
him to
ready for
have a
this.
good
And then I
time.
feel like as we
I
go
want him to
on
have
with
a
the
good
questions,
time.
I feel like it's like kind of like just a little, not mad, but just like a little like
Disassociated.
something.
Disassociated. Yeah. Okay, I am curious on this. From the spiritual perspective, uh, can you give us a little sneak peek? Are you ready to come back? Are you wanting to come back?
Okay, I see him
And if
doing this thing.
so,
Girl, wait already. He's doing this thing like he's looking at Tupac again, who's like he's there and Tupac's there. So he's here, he's looking over there, and he's
uh-huh.
like his face is like he's about, I don't know, I see his cheeks is like this, is about to like and almost like laugh, but like kind of shaking his head, like here they go, like again. I don't know what kind of questions he wants us to ask, but um okay, let's just ask it. Just okay, go ahead. Ask me and I'll ask.
Um, well, I am getting to my question.
He's not sitting around. He's saying he's not sitting around waiting to
Yeah.
experience more. He hold on.
No, 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 no. What I wanted to know is no, no. I know you're not sitting around waiting to experience more, but I'm curious if are you wanting to come back and just experience anything? And if so, is there things that you have not experienced that excite your soul that you really want to experience, if that makes sense?
Okay, hold on. Like what's something you have, I'm gonna, okay, I feel like he's interested in the what's something you haven't experienced that you want to. Okay. Cause he's experiencing, okay, where he wants to answer that because he's experiencing already. Okay, but
Hmm.
hold on. Like, okay, so what's something you like haven't experienced, like on an Earth life, that you'd like to experience? Hold on. Hold on, okay? Something that he's interested in this. Hold on. Something. And I hear the voice. Hold on.
Kathleen, you froze. Kathleen, you froze, honey. If there's anyone else in the chat, can you guys please put that Kathleen has froze in the chat? Because since I'm live with her, I can't.
Yeah,
Okay, there she
I
is.
looked up and I'm like, all frozen. Like, that's so funny. And I was like, oh
So
my
what was he saying?
I felt like he didn't finish saying that yet, but I felt like something he was saying that he really enjoyed what is the younger hold on, like the something about like youth and stuff, like younger times.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yeah, okay, but hold on. Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Just an example of something. Hold on. Hold on. Is this one of them? Hold on. I feel like it's like a little bit far away and weird to see. Like, hold on 1 second. 1 second, okay? There's something. Okay. It's weird. I feel like him like further away now, but hold on. One second. Okay. It's another RPG. It's weird. I just don't feel. I feel like he was interested in that question, and I feel like it almost touches on a bunch of things, but I feel like him almost having a hard time like narrowing it down, but I feel like the focus is on the youth like part of it again. Like I picture like I'm gonna say stupid 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Like 6, 7 up to like 11, 12, like that kind of age is what he's like excited about feeling. There's something about
Is
that
it
age.
is it because is it because of the vibrancy of youth? Is it because of the innocence and um the desire for the thirst for knowledge as a child to just really know everything and just go 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 and be and do, jump as high as you can, and that sort of
That's
thing?
giving me chills. Yeah, I feel like he says that's when you. I said. Blah. I feel like he's saying that's when like it feels like you can. And I see boy. I see as a boy. I feel like he's saying that's when you feel like you can do anything. Like you're kind of like you're king of the world or something. You feel like you can do anything you
Oh,
want to do. It's like the time that he said like
I don't know what he's gonna say.
hold on.
I kind of feel like I know what
Oh,
he's
go
gonna
ahead.
say.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think I don't want to speak for him, but
No,
I
go
feel like
ahead.
I know what he's gonna say.
Go ahead.
I kind of feel like he's gonna say the time before the world tries to beat down on you and limit you and what you can do.
Yeah, it was definitely like energy of when you could do anything. Like it's like the
Hmm.
world is like it's open. Like you're king of the world.
Hmm.
Like you have that feeling in you. Like anything is possible. Like you can do whatever you want, and it's you're old enough to like have those dreams and feelings, but not so old that that things have been said, things have happened where um
You feel more limited.
hmm exactly,
Hmm.
exactly.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
don't
Mm.
see. I I saw a whole. I feel like it touched on a whole bunch of different kinds of experiences, but I feel like his focus, like that, is what he wants to come feel. I feel like that's what he wants to come feel in an Earth life. Again, I did hear stuff at one point about experiences with those that he's experienced in close connections with before, but I felt like he didn't want to go there, which was weird because when all the stuff with Chris happened, I was asking him about like being in like coming back maybe like as someone in his daughter's life later in the same life or whatever, and it's weird. I felt like he didn't want to like go there, like like not that he didn't want to do it, but that like I was trying to get specific, and it was like that's not it was almost like we're not supposed to talk about that or something kind of feeling, um, which could make sense.
Oh.
It could make sense with him because it's like I actually know her, and I could be like, hey, your dad said this. I don't talk to her, and I'm not going to, because they're how they are.
Yeah.
But I could get like where we are not supposed to talk about that because I could say something, like, hey, and it's just like against like the almost like the laws of the way it works or something. And I
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
like, it was very broad, general, basic, but that like of course there's lives to be experienced with, like other people he's connected with much before in experiences again and again. But as far as what his interest and something he wants to experience, it's not something he hadn't before, but he's like I said, it's the experience of feeling that feeling.
So the
There's something
youth
he really
again,
liked
yeah.
about it. It's like
Yeah.
this, it's like King of the Hill type of energy. Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
This leads to my next question.
Hi, Andy. Hello, welcome. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. What, K-pop?
I said this leads to my next question.
Okay, we are still going. Okay, we're gonna do. Let's do this question, and then let's just see if there's any final messages and end it because it's almost 5. And like I said, breakfast has not happened in this household yet. Okay, almost 5 in the evening, guys. No breakfast yet. Little snack, and that's it. Okay.
Okay. So,
like the green heart.
there's one more question I want to ask him, and one more thing I would like to inquire for both, if that's okay. But we'll make it quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So to make it snappy, for Christopher, I want to know anything that you can share with Kathleen and I that you have learned being on the other side that would be helpful for us to know.
Okay. I feel like now he's like more like facing me, like bent down, like with his elbows on his knees, like this, like more like interested. Those questions we were asking before, he was just blah, 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 and like looking off and doing his lip thing. And now I feel like he's more like focused. Okay. So say, I know I did hear that, but tell me one more time.
For this question, I want to ask Christopher, is there anything that you have learned being on the other side that you can share with Kathleen and I and also the viewers that would help us in knowing?
I hear him saying, hold on. Okay, not so you a lot of us like I feel like he's saying like a lot of us you know, like a lot of people understand like about like, you know, who cares, kind of like don't let like others judge you, blah blah blah. But I hear him saying like to not judge ourselves so harshly, to not take life so seriously. We make things harder on ourselves than like they have to be. Like lighten up. Like this is an like hold on. Like kind of like just chill. Like don't take it so seriously. Like don't be so hard on ourselves. Like just enjoy the like just enjoy it. Like just like just like chill. Like it's over before you know it, and like and you'll see like later like it's like just about like enjoying it and feeling it instead of what's it called, something over it, what's it called when you're thinking about it, some kind of like agonizing over it
Like
or something
stressing over it?
Yeah, like
Stressing
stressing,
over
like
it? Yeah.
agonizing over it. More like just chill, just like feel it, you know, that kind of thing. I love
Okay, and this is
Oracle.
gonna be
Good
my
night,
last thing, but I thought
synthesized souls. Andy and
I
Love
would.
Oracle. One quick sec. In the beginning of this live, there was some really neat moments with like voices, not even like the other night, coming through in that white noise way, but like in the singing and almost like just really like loud, like Wait. Just anybody who wants to just know, like after this is posted as a replay, Kpop and I, whatever, we're going to pin timestamps at a couple different points where that came through, like really loud and interesting. It was really neat. So come back when this is done as a replay. Once Kpop puts those little timestamps, because there's
Yeah, and
some really neat parts, guys.
Kathleen PM me in the timestamps, and I'll go back and time them for everybody.
Okay, and remember we got
Okay.
the time, and it could be a couple minutes before that or whatever. But you
Yeah.
got them. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for this last one, I thought it would be really fun, a little fun activity because everybody always asks them questions. But I'm curious if the two of them individually have anything they want to, any specific question they want to ask either you or me, because everybody always asks them. And then I feel like, why not give them the spotlight and let them be, the
They
asker.
asked which one of them do we like the best. They're like looking at each other and laughing, and they want to know which one of them had the best music. Do we like the best? Which one had the best music? Which one do we like the best in regards to their music? Okay, hold on.
That
Oh,
does
that's
not
messed
count
up.
as a question.
That's what they said, and they're like they're waiting.
Okay. You both had different strengths and
Oh,
weaknesses. Hold on. I have a direction I'm going with this. I have a direction. You both had different strengths and weaknesses. How can an individual who truly really does appreciate art compare a cantaloupe to
they're not impressed with your answer. Like Biggie's literally like duh. Like he was all like, I swear he's just like duh. Like here we go. Like with the I don't know. It's just like I I I feel like kind of like Tupac saying, like it's like kind of like what a mom would do with kids or something, if they're wanting to know which drawing's better, mommy, you know. And Tupac, like, he gets it, but I feel like Biggie's just like, oh, like I don't know. I just see him going back, like, oh, like you
when
really
I
want
love you when I love you both, how is it possible to choose when I honestly love you both?
to.
What did I say?
They're okay. They're okay. They're like okay. They're okay. Like I think they did it more like as a joke. Um
But I do. I genuinely love you both. Both bring very different to the table.
yes.
It's like when you make a recipe. Yeah, when you make a recipe, you need different seasonings and herbs to make the recipe really good. And you both are
Yeah.
so
They're like, no,
different
we got it. We
that it makes the
understand it.
recipe like yeah,
It's more like
yeah,
a joke for our like our humanness or our human minds.
yeah.
But they get it. They so get it.
We're
Yeah, for
not gonna
sure.
listen, Biggie. We're not gonna start no East Coast, West Coast stuff on here now. No, no, no.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no,
Girl,
no.
it's so funny. I could see them two and us sitting around like oh my gosh. So
What did you
weird.
see?
What did I see? Oh my gosh, it's weird. Is anybody else on here? I see it's like in a hot tub with drinks and I don't know, man. I didn't
I
try to
don't need
think of
any
that.
drinks.
But it's him,
I don't
it's
need
Biggie, Tupac, oh wait, you and me. Like that. So it goes
I don't
me,
need any drink
you, Tupac,
encouragement.
Biggie. Huh?
I don't need Kathleen, I don't need any drink encouragement.
So funny. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Is there anything okay, because I know you gotta go. Is there anything, like, genuinely serious that they wanna ask either one of us, on, like, a closing note? Like, that's
Any
not
what?
joking. Is there any? Because I know you have to go. Is there anything, like, genuinely serious they would like to ask either one of us? Like, but, like, more of just, like, a serious question.
Okay, I will ask. Andy said Biggie is on the corner doing lookout.
Stop.
Okay, let's see.
No, more like Biggie's on the corner on the lookout for someone to bring something.
Right? And he, yep.
I didn't know exactly what I was referring to.
And he's not disagreeing. Okay. Um, no, I feel like they're good. I feel like they're good. I feel like they don't like, hold on. I don't feel like they would ask anything. I feel like the question they asked was for a joke. I don't feel like I feel like they know
There's
all.
nothing like they're curious
They
about
know
or
everything. They know everything. K-pop. They know
okay, Mr.
everything.
Nosy.
Biggie knows things you wouldn't. Stop it. Okay, stop. Okay,
What
I'm
did you
done.
say? What did he say?
Nothing. No, stop it. This is
No.
not. No.
What did he say?
It's not that he said. It's like,
Is it how he said it?
it's just like, it's more like energy or like awareness that he's aware of a lot. Okay, let's continue on.
All right.
Like,
Well, I just want
oh
to.
my goodness. Okay. Okay, any message? Anything else? Right? From either one?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything else.
Oh, I'm not meaning to make this like a joke. I swear.
What did they say?
Well, it's like energy of like it's like we should do this again. But then of course the song comes to mind. Um we could do the oh man. Anybody on here now probably thinks I'm just crazy, but I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just it's the whole tell your friends to get with my friends and we can be friends. We can do this every weekend. Like it's just because it came from the
They're
we
such
should do
little
this
kids.
again. Like they actually had fun. I do feel Biggie like saying that we need to come up with some better questions though. Um Tupac thought they were
No,
cool. Biggie
I definitely
is
agree.
not
I definitely
impressed
agree, Biggie.
with us.
And no, I definitely agree. And I also, because Kathleen is so short on time, I would like to do it again, but also put more of a focus on you and really ask you, much more complex and deeper questions, Christopher.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They agree. I agree. They agree. We all agree. What are you reading something?
I noticed something above your head.
What?
I don't know.
What? What?
I'll have to rewatch it
What's above my head?
once in.
What is it?
I'm gonna have to rewatch it and see if I saw correctly. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You have summoned a phantom. Do you see the comment?
Boo! You have summoned a phantom. Yes, of course, Watson. They went in. Yeah. It. Okay.
Are they saying something?
Just like Nah, just like energy of like, are we done here kind of energy. Like,
Um, for now, but I would like to ask you, Christopher, would you be cool with coming back and us, me and Kathleen, setting aside much more time for you to really, really go into the journey with you and really talk to you? Um, because I feel like your soul has so much to share. I feel like having a much more in-depth conversation with you
yeah,
would be a beautiful experience.
yeah, um, yeah. Cause I feel like he like is like like he likes to be light and he likes to be funny and this and that and and like da 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 stuff that happened da 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 stuff here, but I do feel uh like there is wisdom, like a lot of like wisdom and like deeper stuff um that he definitely
Wants to
what
share.
yeah yeah or he definitely not necessarily wants to share, but he definitely has within him if we want to know, not like he's like,
Enough,
ooh,
yeah,
there's so much more I want
and
to
I feel like
say,
that would be
but there's so much
beautiful.
more about him. um
Yeah,
there's so much
I feel like that would be beautiful to really tap into.
yeah uh yeah because that
Um,
yeah
and Kathleen, it all goes back to the conversation you and I have had before, even any of this, because I was talking about. I feel like there's so many people through history that have lived such interesting lives. I feel like having these sessions with them would really just open up the viewer's eyes to such different but interesting experiences and
yeah
journeys that we can really learn from them.
it's really good. I have to like do these either sparingly or somewhat shorter though. How many hours have we been on? We've been on like 4.
3 hours and 30 minutes. No. 3 hours
Oh,
and 30
okay.
minutes.
I feel like it's very
I feel
like
like if we,
draining compared to
it
tarot
is,
reading though,
it
like the
is.
messages. Like I feel like
I
kind
feel
of
like if we,
dizzy and like my head is like heavy from like
yeah,
here up and
I feel like if we do this, it should be one person that we focus
and I
on.
feel like an hour at a time, hour to an hour and a half or something is like good. So let's
Yeah,
definitely do them again, but keep them
yeah,
to like one person at a time and an hour, hour and a half,
yeah.
maybe an hour and a half or something. Um, uh,
Definitely, definitely cutting at like 2 hours, like max,
hmm
max,
yeah,
because they could be talkers. You never know.
we do because we talk.
Um,
Yeah, but aim for it. Doesn't have to be some
yeah,
set time, like 2 hours or whatever. But just to
yeah,
where
like a
it's
rule of thumb. Yeah.
yeah, because it definitely feels like it's definitely different. Like it's like when I read messages for people, every once in a while it gets into this reading where I feel so far away. And I usually even
Mhm.
say like, "Whoa!" when I'm done. I feel like, "Whoa!" I was like so far away, and I feel like for them, I'm like having to go so far away and back, and so far away and back,
Yeah,
and so far,
and back.
and it's
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like that over and over, and it's definitely like a lot, like energy wise.
Mhm,
So I definitely
mhm,
want to do
mhm.
them. But
You know
maybe
what
like
I would
once
like
a
to do?
I don't like schedules. I don't like schedules, but maybe like, once a month or something we'll pick a person and do one or something like that.
You know,
Like
that's a
that.
good idea. You know what I was thinking I could do? Let me do this. I'll do some homework. And what I'll do is I'll message you a lengthy list of people,
Yeah.
all shapes and positions in their life,
Yeah.
from kings and queens to politicians to, just different people, writers, authors, musicians, comedians.
Mhm.
Just we'll go the whole gambit and really, because I feel like there's so much interesting things, we could learn.
Mhm.
Um, and it would just really pertain even to your own channel and how
Yeah.
your own channel's journey has gone.
Sure. And like I said, I don't want to do any like once a month we're gonna do this or anything like that because I hate schedules. But when we're going to do it, maybe me and you can pick like 5 different people we've narrowed it down to and make a post about it and see what
Mhm.
viewers or followers
Like,
they
let
would
them
like to
vote.
see it done
Okay.
on. Yeah, and then do it on,
Okay,
and
perfect.
maybe schedule it like a week in advance so that people
The
can get used to it coming up, and stuff. We'll schedule it like a week out or something. So basically, in a
Andy.
couple weeks from now, we'll do another one, but we'll in a couple weeks, like I'll schedule it out a week or something, and that way people can get ready for it and all that good stuff. Robin Williams. Aw, that would be a good one. Mm. Aw, girly.
I loved it.
Aw.
You're gonna make me cry. Oh dear.
Aw.
I
Andy
loved
says I
him.
can't keep up with that guy. Bless him. Aw.
No, my nose is
Right?
getting
Your
stuffy.
turn to get the stuffy nose. Mm.
Oh, you just had to go and mention him, didn't you?
Well, that's one to put on the list for sure, okay?
Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my.
This was really neat. Is really fun.
This was for sure.
Thank you, Andy, for hanging
For
out with
sure, for
us and
sure.
stuff.
Yes, Andy, we love you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get to work on that and just when we whittle it down, we can go from there.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll do
Perfect.
that. Yep.
All
Okay.
right. All
And
right.
then I think for Fire Horse Live tonight, I think I'm just gonna do a little post because I feel like my intuitive
Your energy,
yeah
yeah.
is just like is definitely for the I hardly ever like a lot of people will read and they feel like super drained after even doing a reading, and I just don't. Maybe
Yeah.
in the beginning I did, but these days I don't. I'm just like
Yeah.
unless it's like a really deep far away one, and like I said, this is different. It's like pulling from like beyond and trying to hear straight from that and not even from like tools or cards in front of me,
Yeah.
so it's different. So I think for the Fire Horse I'm just going to do a little post and later later tonight. But what's today? Friday? Okay, and then tomorrow's Saturday, so I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. I guess maybe I'll try for a little live in the morning real quick. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m., me and Juanson here in the chat, my mod, we're going to be comparing the 3
Oh,
tarot decks again, the before tarot, after tarot, new vision tarot, and talking about the suit of pentacles. Okay, it's a really neat live. You learn so much during it. So anybody watching, come watch that.
you wanted me to
Oh,
call you in the morning.
huh? Oh gosh.
You remember? Because you remember you said you wanted to catch up because it's been so long since we've
Yeah,
caught up.
yeah.
But
Let's see. Let's see. Right now in the moment, I'm like, let's see. No, I said Sunday. Let's do it
oh,
Sunday, like
Sunday.
I
That's
said.
right. Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Sunday.
tomorrow
Okay, perfect.
I gotta work like all day and stuff. but
Okay,
between stuff.
perfect.
So let's plan for Sunday, like
Perfect.
an hour before karaoke. Okay. So whatever we're doing karaoke, let's plan for let's do an hour and a half before that karaoke. So we can like catch up for. I know it sounds stupid to schedule. I know I'm like I hate schedules, but then it's like I have to. Okay, but so like an hour and a half before karaoke, we'll start it and go for like an hour. That way we can have a break before karaoke starts, and then I'll do my live for the videos
So
after
I
that.
think we usually start at like 12-ish. So you want to do like 10 your time, 12 mine
Okay, so
on Sunday?
10, 11. That would 10. 10:30. Let's go 10:30. And it'll be
Okay, sounds
11:30
good.
and then just take it cuz that way it doesn't make the chunk too long.
Yeah.
So like 10:30 to 11:30. It sounds so stupid, but 10:30 11:30 we'll do our little video chat and all that good stuff and just to catch up. Just
Yeah.
nice catch up,
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it'll be amazing. And then we'll have a little break before karaoke. Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, and then yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. So, all right. Good night. Good night, everybody. I'm so told you I'm tired. Okay,
Bye.
time to go make some
Bye,
breakfast, guys.
Christopher. Bye, Tupac. Bye, guys. Thank you for coming to visit.
Bye. Bye, mister. Thank you for all your stuff today, everybody. Okay, I love you all. Catch up, eh? Okay, you be careful, Kpop. I love you, girl. Thank you so
Bye.
much for everything. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.